Hello everyone, and welcome back to ZeldaSpeedRuns coverage of the Ocarina of Time Randomizer EU Weeklies. We've got a pretty awesome restream for you all today, if I would find the stream to swap to. There it is. We've got on restream today, we've got, if I had my runner list in my little notepad, there it is. We've got Tom Pounds, Riley, Master Alex, and everyone today on restream. Should be a pretty good list. Talking you through the match today will be Daredevil next, and Crimson. The mic is yours.
Thank you very much. How is everyone?
Doing great. Got coffee.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on caffeine for now because I woke up an hour ago, but this is fine. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. It's perfect to be spent inside your house. So, thanks to everyone who is watching this, and because there's also a bracket match going on.
Oh yeah.
And which is going to be a really good one. But
oh yeah.
I hope this can just try to at least rival it. And yeah, everyone who's watching here, you can obviously watch both of them at the same time if you want to.
Yeah, for those who don't know, currently on the main Zelda Speedruns channel, there is a bracket match going on between Cariasa and Wooden Barrel. So if we ever reach the point of this race, everyone checking all checks and all of it, then you can swap over there for a little bit.
If everyone is in Forest, you can just tab over.
And the same is actually being advertised over there at the same time. So we have sort of a double shout out here going on. And while we're on shoutouts, I do want to also shout out the trackers working on behind the scenes today, who are making sure that at any point, whoever is hopping into the stream can just know, what items everyone has today. Tracking today is, I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name today, Jongyong, Turska, Aksani, and Chaosix. So, thank you so much.
Heck yeah, Batman.
Looks like we have only 2 racers left to go to ready up, so...
Oh, we
might be starting less than 5 minutes late.
Yeah, yesterday was kind of rough in that aspect. We were a few minutes late, I think. And I stayed up late for that one. That was a really, really long one. A really long one.
Yeah, I'm interested to finally get to check out how the 4 medallion layout feels after season 2. Or season 4 with 2 medallions required to get in.
You've never seen those? I have played them before, and I've commentated on them before, I watched them before, and I have to say, I actually kind of like the change to 4 medallions, because, if you have Ganon's Castle on 2 medallions, it just creates this awkward situation of, do I go in with the items I have, which are certainly not enough to do, most of it? So, having 4 medallions for the bridge actually gives you a little bit more... hopefully a little bit more items that might actually make the first trip worth it. Okay, so far we are 2 minutes late. No countdown yet.
For shame!
Still waiting on 1 person. Alright, looks like the race room just went off, so the countdown should be starting soon.
Alright.
Enjoy the weekly.
Let's talk about the start real quick. We start with Zelda's Lullaby, which is really cool. That's one of the most awkward songs to get, because you need it in a few places, especially in the early to mid game where you want to use it along the way. So having this early is super good. And also the water medallion kind of speaks for itself. Not having a stone start actually speeds things up by quite a lot. Unless it's AD, then it doesn't. And we're off. Let's go.
Heck yeah, and we're
that's in Kag, right? No way.
No, it's in the alley.
This is the back alley. This looks like an exact copy paste of one of the houses in CAG. I swear.
Yeah, in CAC you come in from with the screen. You come in with the door being on the left side, I think.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, so Alex is actually picking up the mask here. Lost Woods is Way of the Hero. 50 is a purple rupee. Water Temple is foolish. Hyrule Field is Way of the Hero. But I think I missed one of the.
Lost Woods. Okay, so it's Lost Woods, Water Temple, and Hyrule Castle.
Hyrule Castle. Right, Hyrule Castle too.
Hyrule Castle, Way of the Hero, or Foolish, one of the two.
Wait,
wait. Hyrule Field, Way of the Hero.
I'm going to look at all of them again.
Water Temple, Foolish. Erwan's looking at it right now. Hyrule Field.
That's a double Hyrule Field already. So one more copy and Hyrule Field is double Way of the Hero. So this might actually make an early route to Open Grotto important, which is kind of awkward with the spawn this far in the north. And no fast way to get anywhere near there. But with a LAN, you could probably do a LAN play here. And go via valley to lake, and then do Open Grotto from there. We have one person going adult. We're seeing the layout right now. Forest is a medallion, Spirit Temple is a medallion, Dodongo's Cavern, Deku Tree, and Jabu. So all the child dungeons plus Forest plus Spirit. That's a pretty quick layout, depending on what we get, but most of those dungeons don't even take too much time, I feel. Yeah, Stone Shadow, that's always good.
Erwan taking a dive into the moat.
I mean, it's a hot and sunny day in Hyrule. Might as well take a dip to cool yourself.
You know, I wish I could say I want it to be hot and sunny as well, but I hate hot. I hate hot weather, so I'm glad it's cold here.
Did you see that?
Yeah, Kokiri sword.
The Kokiri sword is wow. This is super good. This is super good. Normally you're not used.
Is it too late for me or too early for me to say Jet Seed?
Maybe just a little bit. Let's just see how this shapes out.
Okay.
But, I'm not even being used to doing Deku Tree in under an hour. This is so. I would actually the route that I described earlier. You go ranch from here. You go from ranch to Gerudo Valley to lake to Open Grotto, and then you just walk up to forest, to Kokiri Forest, do Midas House and the checks, and then just go Deku and clear it. And by that time, your time of day will also be fixed. So you can easily go adult after that. You can also grab the song, because you're already in the forest, you can grab the song from Saria. This gives a very, very strong, almost Season 3 opening style.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, vibe.
This George was like, I'm gonna roll a Season 4 seed.
Ranch is fucking stacked, dude. Is that a bomb bag?
I think so.
This is incredible. This makes the route that I described even more powerful, because you can just do most of Hyrule Field on the way.
Yeah, and Dampe is no challenge. Sunsong, easy.
Sunsong. Well, it has been a long time since Sunsong has not been on Ocarina of Time, right? that happens all the time, I feel. But having Sunsong early on is really you don't even need Deku Tree to fix the time of day, because you can fix it yourself. Also, the Requiem on OoT is a little bit concerning. Oh, and Anju titties.
These.
I don't mind some Anju titties. The cow doesn't have anything though.
I'm rolling in with Nocturne as well.
And the hint says
Big Goron?
Big Goron is dead. Just a bunch of sticks.
Alright, I think all of our runners have picked up Keaton Mask now.
Oh, and what you also can do is like you can do this. You can just peek the ATC grotto here, the tactile grotto, which is like that's a really awkward one to do.
Yeah, Richard, you know, for like when we first started season 4, I was like, I kind of took for granted just how commonplace of a check Richard was back in the day.
Yeah,
now it's like, when do I do that?
Richard is like super hard to route him, and a strength upgrade. Wait, where is that? Is that
Boulder of Destiny?
Ooh. So our destiny today is strength. And Riley is going for the Guru Valley play here. But we already got a lot of stuff. You don't even need to do Deku, like B1 skip a Deku tree because you have a bomb bag. Master Alex getting some chews, but little does he know that the child route is actually stacked. So going early adult might just not be that good of a play in this situation. Like, you don't know beforehand, right? But it might just not pay off as well as the child play does.
Yeah, it's so hard to turn down that many songs that are just readily given to you right there. But I understand wanting to take the adult route. If it doesn't pay out, you just go right back and do it.
I mean, with the ZL start, going adult also gives you 2 songs, basically. The one in Windmill and the one in the Composer's Grave, which is Requiem. I kind of got my things wrong here.
True. For me personally, if with starting with ZL and being in that position, it would be tempting to go to adult. But then I would think of the possibility of using flame storage in that Composer's Grave, just to be able to eliminate that early as well.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, that would still mean you need to walk to CAG as a child, even more choose. Oh, okay. And with I think Nocturne wasn't a Windmill, right? So you don't have any fast way to CAG as child. So routing that in, I mean, you probably want to trade in the Keaton Mask. And with Suns, you can do Dampe pretty easily, so it might actually be worth it to go there next soon-ish.
Plus here too, Alex going into Spirit is really nice.
Yeah, get the song, get out.
Yep, and then just discover your warp. Discover your save quit point.
Yeah. That's a prelude. That's very, very handy.
Oh, okay.
That's very handy. Yeah, like, I used to dislike Prelude in Season 3, but now that every time I see Prelude, I'm just a happy man.
I know, it feels so nice.
London Rancher's Way of the Hero. I wonder why that is.
You know what?
Magic on Child Fishing? Child Route is stacked. What is...
40 Skulls is dead.
We got 2 20-pack of two 10-packs of choose for Master Alex. Still pretty good, like, to get around without a bomb bag for the time being. But that bomb bag is basically free. What is that? I actually don't see it. I did not see what the thing in the lake was. Like,
we'll get another chance with Erwan.
Yeah, another chance. But like, everyone just has different stream qualities or gameplay footage qualities and stuff. And
yeah,
like sometimes it's just really hard to see, and the screen is like pretty small because we have like on the commentary page we have like 4 very tiny screens, which is fine to get most of it. But like peeking items is what. Speaking of peeking items, I think that's a stick up top the crater. So that's not worth going for, but it could also be something else. Like, you have to squint your eyes really hard. Colossus' left hand is a heart container.
Is this gonna result in a death? 5 seconds to make it.
Yes, this is a death. Wow! I thought without a sheet up you could not make that. Well played, Master Alex. Well played. Well, very well played. The crater area with 3 hearts just super scary. Like if you take a death here, that's just going to cost you. 40 is dead. At this point, will you even make it to climb up again? Will Master Alex go for the hint on the left side? I think with 3 hearts and choose that's a little bit slow. Because you can't even shield drop them, so you have to be very, very quick. Like, actually going in and out of that grotto to save your life.
So, speaking of, like, having trouble peeking items, I made the swap from emulator to VC at the start of Season 4.
Yeah.
I was not used to... and I was not used to how difficult it is to peek what's on the Zora's Fountain check, or what was on the crater bean check. That the items are difficult to see what they are unless it's a piece of heart.
Wait, that's another bomb. That's another bomb bag.
That
might actually be. I mean, we already have choose, but this might actually just bail Master Alex out of this adult play a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also lends credence to the fact that Bomb Bag in Lon Lon Ranch might even be a little bit of Way of the Hero material, even though there's 3 of them. But that's bomb locked.
The strength was bomb locked, right? And that bomb bag is also bomb locked. So until we find a non-bomb locked hammer, this bomb bag is not in logic, but it's still a very nice thing to have.
Mm-hmm.
Midas House is more choose.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, while we're at the topic of peeking items, I didn't see it on Urban's screen, maybe because it was dark. But I also have the switch to VC coming soon, and I'm probably going to miss how crisp things look on emulator, like pretty fast. But what is the main advantage of Wii Virtual Console? What would you say?
Oh, for sure, it's it's playing with standard GameCube controller is really nice. Playing on actual hardware where things don't lag, like pause buffering for tricks is better. I would say, and this is not necessarily related to OTR, sorry, but the best part about VC is actually making the switch to play MMR on VC, because the pictograph box does not take 10 seconds to load a photo.
The pictograph box.
Just learn everything on buff. Heck yeah.
Very nice quick strat for Master Alex to get down the stairs. Flames in the Composer Grave reveal a Zora tunic. I don't think that's worth picking up. Runners of this caliber can hold their breath for long enough to do the central pillar at some point in the game. So.
Had a nice camera through the ground glitch on her one.
The camera is really wonky in this game. So both Master Alex and Riley doing progression right now, and Tom and Urban are both on their way to catch up.
Yep. I didn't happen to catch what's in the Kokiri Forest maze.
I didn't see it either, but I think someone would have screamed at us for missing it.
Oh my god, a bloopy!
That's crazy. What is that thing doing there?
Dude, you can buy half a stick with that.
What kind of evil logic produced that outcome, dude? Like a bloopy? No way. It's probably something else, though. Like seeds or arrows. Oh. Oh, it's even a heart. We got
Recovery
food.
heart.
It's a heart. It's like if the boulders hit you too hard, you can heal up instantly. And
Oh, mirror shield on
never
Alex.
buy a shield. Never buy a shield. This one is required. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. He can wait. He didn't. Getting a shield right before having to do a ground jump. This is very good timing. This is very sweet. A very sweet coincidence. And a wallet. Well, Goron tunic and logic. We don't even need to do fire this time, do we? Fire's a stone, so.
All the stone logic. Let's go.
All the stones. Smells a lot like AD. Well, I don't think we can say that fun. Like, at the moment, it's... Yeah, the only thing... Wait. Did I miss Din? Did I actually miss Dins being picked up? No. No one has Dins. Oh, Dins is in Tactite Grotto, okay. Yeah, I didn't see it when it was peaked earlier. But like, we already found a strength upgrade in Hyrule Field as well. So we, like, if we pay attention to if the other strengths are strength locked, like if there's another strength available that's not strength locked, that Dins is more likely to be Wave the Hero. Right?
Yeah. So that's really the only two contender. I mean, honestly, Kokiri Sword is a very bold contender for
Yeah,
Way of the Hero.
Yeah, it's in London Ranch, right? Like the
Yeah,
bomb
it's
bag.
on Talon.
Yeah, like we need Kokiri Sword anyway, so that's confirmed. Like that has to be it. But there could also be another one. Like
Yeah,
the
and you can
second item.
never know exactly what it's pointing to if there's multiple
Yeah.
things there.
The
Even
only
if
thing
the
you know for sure is
obvious
that you
item.
need it, right?
Yeah, even if the obvious and blatantly needed item is there, it can still have an implication toward the item that has a maybe chance of being it.
Yeah, it's really weird though sometimes because like where the hero points to an item that's needed to complete the game, and obviously an item you need to beat a major dungeon is going to be needed to beat the game eventually. But that doesn't necessarily say anything about it unlocking things. Like, items that are specifically to unlock other items which are needed to beat the game also count as being required to beat the game.
Yep.
So, like, it's wait, was that magic? Did we already have double magic?
Magic and Goron are in DC?
Magic
on
on Goma.
King Dodongo?
Magic on
Oh,
Goma.
I didn't catch. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Show
that's-
is.
I really don't mind having a double magic. So you just need to worry less. Especially if you like use stuff like Din's or Raw's early game a lot. And with like how warp points are laid out and like you don't even always get all the good warp songs that get you from point A to point B, using Faroz to like transition in the overworld basically is a valid choice if you have it. And then like the big magic meter really helps you out.
Yeah, for sure. Especially in, it actually really feels good in Spirit. I've really hated having to choose between, do I want to use Din's or do I want to use Farore's Wind?
Yeah, Spirit is like a very magic heavy dungeon. And so is Shadow. And this is actually the third spell. This is, yeah, we actually missed the condom on Deku Basement earlier. That one is more of a meme, but it's like sometimes you're in a rough position, like against Iron Knuckles or something, and you really don't want to die. You don't have fairies or potions or milk or whatever. You can just put this thing on, like, just be safe.
It's a really nice item to have in crowd control. I'll tell you that.
like in crowd control, you just cast this, like, as soon as it's over, you cast it again. But like, can't people in crowd control just like empty your magic meter or something?
They can.
Yeah, so they can't. You have to just make that one really expensive, right? That's like that. Like, why is, like, people are asking you, why is emptying the magic meter so expensive? And then you just like use Neighbor's Love like every 2 minutes. And then they are
Looks like there was nothing
actually really good
at
idea.
Palm Juice. Man, I haven't done a crowd control in so long.
I never done one. I don't even have a crowd.
It is beautifully painful.
I don't have the crowd to do it yet, but I don't feel like I ever want to do it.
It's beautifully painful.
I'm making enough mistakes to be angry at myself sometimes, so I don't really need to be angry at other people as well for screwing me.
Well, this is the first time we'll see stuff in Sacred Forest Meadow.
Very true. And Lost Woods, which is Way of the Hero. So this is, like, even if there's nothing, this is actually going to give us a little bit of information here. I think there's, like, we don't have... Do we have a slingshot? No, we don't. So we have to leave 3 checks behind for now. In Lost Woods. That's the slingshot game, the skull kit, which we need Saurias for, and the skull mask, because we have not advanced in the trade sequence that far yet. Frox 2 is dead, that's a good one. Ocarina of Time teaches Serenade. Well, water's not required this seed, so if this is an AD seed, that's going to be very painful. Did we see where the adult spawn was, by the way? I didn't pay too much attention.
Well, I don't think it can be AD, can it? With
I mean, if like water could still have an item, that's like the closest we get to AD. With Serenade, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I kind of like said something and negated it with the same thing. Could be AD for items, yeah. Wait, water is foolish. So
okay.
Actually no. Serenade is absolutely useless this seed. This is 100% not AD. Thank you for pointing that out.
We almost got Zelda's Lullaby on the game.
This is really cool.
Oh.
So we don't need to touch water at all this seed.
Yep.
We might have... We don't know about Fire Temple yet. Like, the only thing we, like, actually are hard required to, like, go to Adult Lake is if we want to set Scarecrow to do Pierre or something is an Adult Lake, which would be rough. So that's, like, because it's so hard to get around, people will do that, like, after reversing from Wasteland to GTG and then, like, just take a swim. That's probably the only instance where you can route it in properly. But other than that, like, you don't want to walk across Hyrule Field for a long time.
Yeah. And it does not appear that we have found what's Way of the Hero in Lost Woods.
Wait. Never mind. Tom actually being in Child Goron City here before going to Meadow. I can see that, and with Sun Song you can just warp up again. Like, Sun Song is really cool because I feel like Sun Song is especially useful in Season 4 because, like, you don't have the guaranteed Deku Star to fix your time of day, and you're going to be walking around a lot Hyrule Field, which wastes time of day as well. So sometimes you just can't, like, you have sometimes have a hard time managing your time of day, and Song of Time just helps you. But it also speeds up these areas. Like, you're in Goron City, you want to get out. You are in like in the back of Kokiri Forest you want to get out. Like, or Lost Woods, you don't want to climb the ladder, you just play Sunsong, you just Sun's Warp, basically.
Yep. Oh, there's the light arrows in the Goron City pot.
Okay. So, anyone who wants to rely on the hint, on the light arrow hint at the end of the game, is probably going to have a bad time. Because they're going to do all the adult checks that they've missed beforehand. Also, Hammer's not required, so we might not see it too soon, but Strength 2 also enables the third check in Goron City, so once Ganon says, dude, my light arrows are in Ganon's castle, are in Goron City. Like, how do you approach this? Also, it might, like, if Saria's song is in a bad spot, that might also affect people's mindset. Like, oh no, I don't want to go to do... Like, yesterday you go to Ice to get Saria's, but it's completely empty. Saria's doesn't do anything.
I still think the first instinct would be to check the Strength 2/Hammer chest, because the runners, I think I saw them pick up Bolero, yes? At some point? Somebody picked up Bolero? Yeah, Riley picked up Bolero. So they'll have that as a quick access to that particular check.
Yeah, that particular, but like, it doesn't even help you that much because, like, you need to go there as child. Like, I can see you do, like, the adult checks first because you are adult right now. But, I mean, Child Goron City is still not off the table for Erwin. Yeah, I wonder if he goes there. Gerudo Valley foolish. Does Master Alex know that Gerudo Valley is foolish? I don't even know where we found the hint. Zora's River is Wave the Hero. Well, that's something you want to... That's something where you want to go pretty soon. But it's really awkward without having storms, because you're going to leave one check behind. So how do you do this? Like, get some more songs and wait. Is that the name of the game?
It might be.
But where could that storms be? We still have a lot of options. I think we didn't see a Adult Meadow for reasons.
Yeah, I don't think we did either.
We know what the creator song is, right? Oh no, we don't yet.
Yeah, no.
Riley picked up Bolero, but he didn't play it yet. Like, he's the first one to actually be able to play Bolero because he got it as a child and then went it out straight after.
You know, I've never seen the tracker that Tom or Alex are using.
I think Tom is actually using his old tracker.
They look really neat.
Yeah, I had to listen to the Gossip Stone podcast earlier, like just the first hour. And Tom is a top 32 player, right? And they were talking about he's actually using the tracker he developed himself or something along those lines. And it looks really nice. And also the one Irvin used, I don't know, I've seen it before. Like oh no, actually I haven't. Like, this looks... Where do all these trackers come from?
The one that Erwan is using is the one that I used for my very first randos.
Okay.
Like back in 2018.
That's some heavy boots.
Some boots!
Iron Boots Wave the Hero to pick up Dins. So Dins, Wave the Hero confirmed? Question mark? I don't know. This is awkward. This is a really awkward situation. Like,
yep, I think you still have to give it credence, even though that Kokiri sword is there and blatantly required. I think you still have to give it some kind of credence, or at least have it like nagging in the back of your mind.
No, the Kokiri sword wasn't Lantern Match. I think you're mixing things up. But the Strength Upgrade, though, the Strength Upgrade was in Hyrule Field.
The Kokiri sword was in Lon Lon.
Yes,
it was on Talon.
It was on Talon, yeah.
Oh my gosh, right. Hyrule Field is Way of the Hero as well. Gosh, I've been sitting here thinking about like our conversation being as like the potential for, even though Kokiri Sword was there, having a potential for bombs Way of the Hero leading to strength and iron instead of dead. But no, that makes perfect sense.
There's just so much stuff going on. It's really like, it's really hard to follow sometimes. So I don't blame you.
I haven't been on the comms booth for a single Season 4 style seed either. It's been a while since I've been on comms for OOTR, period. Nice getting back into it, but man, it's a lot to keep up with.
You're going to be fine. Like, it's still the same game, so how different can it be? Even more cheese.
Yeah.
We're just finding all the cheese. That didn't really suspicious, that's very true. Nice Zora's River, Way of the Hero in Zora's River. Also, I'm pretty sure that's all of our Way of the Heroes already, and none of them are dungeons. That's a really odd situation. Like, that's very rare, I would say. Because usually you have like, what, at most 2, but like most of the time you actually have exactly 2, I feel. And like just having 1 is quite rare, but having none of them, that's like super rare, I feel. Yeah, vote that Dins off the station. Yeet that Dins. Was that a Frogs 2 hint in Zora's Domain?
I missed it, but we'll get it again.
Okay, 30's dead. So, what is the status on all the skulls today?
30 and 40 are dead, as far as we know.
50's still unknown, I would assume.
Yeah, right. We haven't seen 50.
Dampay not playing nice today. 50's dead? Okay, that's good. So, we can stop at 20. Until we find a 20 hint. The best kind, like, is it worse to get the 20 hint after having checked 20, or is it worse to have be at like 19 and then find it?
I think it's worse. I think it's worse being already at 20, because certainly at 20 you've gone to check it, which is a greater time waste than just having to go get those 9. But I personally, in my seeds, I really don't like to see 20 skulls on a hint.
Yeah, it's like
I would rather something more useful.
Yeah, it's not like 20 is very hard to get by, right? Like you can get skulls pretty efficiently. It's nice to know when to stop. So if you get it like super early, I like it. But in general, the 20 hint is not as powerful as like something like chickens, for example, which no one ever wants to do, or Sun Song Grave check if you like have an AD Sun Song situation like last night. Night I was actually like, I had all the hints except for the 5 sometimes hints, and I was still grinding for sometimes hints because I wanted to confirm that it's not AD.
Yeah, and 20 is also a really volatile. Like its value is incredibly volatile, because even if you do get it early, its worth is to be determined until you see 30, 40, and 50.
Yes, very true. That even weakens that specific hint even more, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the adult spawn is actually Hyrule Field outside London range. That's so much wasted potential. Like both child and adult spawn put us pretty close to the market, but we also have Prelude. Is it not? Is it the crater? Well, we have Bolero, so I mean we can't leave the crater. So. Yeah, everyone is just doing things at the moment that the other people, like, that at least one other person has done so far. Riley going for, pushing the progression for Medallion Dodongo's Cavern here. Which is, like, probably the best play from his spawn. Like, just, Dodongo's Cavern, it's required, it's fast, it has a lot of checks. Like, that's like a no-brainer at this point. Nice slashing the tube with the sword. That looks like super cool. Tom is actually playing on VC, right? No, he's not. No, there's the FPS count at the bottom. He's not. It might just be his stream that's a little bit, like, the quality's a little bit. But like, you can't expect everyone to stream in a super high quality because like some PCs or some wires just cannot produce a very crisp stream.
It is also easier on the restream for having lower stream quality.
Very true, very true. Also, whoever streams Ocarina of Time in 60 FPS, like, really needs to rethink their life choices. Because, like, the stream only runs in 20, so 30 is just enough. But, like, 60, that's just a waste of bandwidth, basically. And it looks like we got our fellow co-commentator in, our third one, Matt McAdam. Welcome in.
Hey, Devin. Sorry, I completely overslept.
That's fine, don't worry. We got a replacement. Like,
it's okay,
like
I have some coffee if you want some.
Just send over the coffee.
I'm gonna give you some. Alright.
Well, we'll get our first look at what the what's in the royal family tomb.
I mean, we know what the item is. It's hinted, but the song. Wait, no, the song is actually Requiem, so we already know what it is.
The item was hinted. Oh, yeah. Okay.
The item is left side Deku Tree was the hint for it, and I think Erwin should know. Like, you don't skip Deku Tree hints, really. I mean, we have all the powerful hints already, right? We have the 4 Way of the Heroes, the 2 Foolish, but we already know what's on OT and all the skulls and Biggeron and stuff, so like, if you're in this situation, if you don't desperately need a specific sometimes hint, it's probably not worth going for any more hint stones. Like, what value do they provide to you if stones just take too long to get to? And then the information is just like, it's a blue peon left side, left hand Colossus or something. Like, that's not information that you need. Also, because Water Temple is foolish, like, you could also... Wait, can you? You could get a Water Temple is foolish, and also, can you get, like... Even if Water Temple is foolish, can you still get the Rolling Boulder and Water, like the boss key and the river chest? Can you still get those hints? Like, I know for Way of the Hero, you cannot.
I think you can.
You can, right?
Yeah, because I've had multiple times where I've had a seed where it says Fire Temple is foolish and then references what the Flare Dancer guards.
Yeah. So especially with like having fire as a stone and water as a foolish stone, like that's like 4 sometimes since you don't really want to see, right? I mean, for fire, like if there's a good item on Pierre or something, you probably want to know. But it's really likely it's just
Alright.
so like most sometimes since are just wasted at this point in time.
Okay. We have a lot going on already. Hey,
Yep, we got a pretty decent collection of items and nearly a full catalog of hints.
Yeah, so look, we have all the direction we can get, basically, but we don't have all the means to do them all. To follow all of it. And also, like, we're not seeing any new tracks at the moment. Like, everyone's doing something else.
looks like our medallions today: Spirits, DC, Free, Deku, Jabu, Forest.
Yep. That's not a bad layout. Considering Water Temple is a foolish stone. So we don't, and OoT is Serenade, so we don't ever need to touch that.
Do we know what the song on OoT is?
Yeah, it's Serenade.
Well, then that's great.
That's perfect. Unless there's something in Adult Lake. Which would be on Pierre. Like, or Scarecrow Lock in general. That would be the only thing that you don't really want to see. Because, like, that's the most inconvenient place to get to. And you'd probably have it on your mind, but it's like very, very far at the bottom of your list of things to do. I wonder if we could actually, with the choose, we could break into Child Spirit out of logic. If that's a play you want to make.
Yeah, true.
You could also like dip Stone Fire, which is like you don't want to do that, but I think we're running like we're going to run out of things soonish. Like, where do you go from here with these items?
Honestly, the world is your oyster.
What?
With what you have, it's not very much, but surely, like this is like I would say like a mid-level of items. It's not like you're completely stacked, but you have, you know, a decent layout of things that almost assuredly something is going to lead you to what you're looking for next. I think, I honestly think a Fire Temple dip to see what the first item is. It's not a bad play with having Bolero.
Unfortunately, we cannot go to Ganon's Castle because, in contrast to the tournament settings, we have 4 medallions for the Rainbow Bridge. So, I think we are running out of things. Master Alex finally picking up that Kokiri sword. Yeah, he's not happy, you can tell, by his aggressive shield flicks. And it's going to get worse because of the bomb bag. Like, the bomb bag he actually went out of logic for. And the song was, I think, Suns?
Yep, Sun's over here.
Yeah, like, London Ranch was just stacked this seed. So missing it early on is just rough. And that's Saria's song in the crater. That's something
One step
you want
closer to Way of the Hero.
Pardon? Oh yeah, Lost Words Way of the Hero. What did we see in Lost Words actually?
Just a bunch of garbage.
Well, then that'll punch you to Skull Kid.
Did someone say we have a skull mask hint?
No, I believe they were asking for if we got one.
I mean, it's not an always hint, which I like. I dislike it. Like, I actually prefer having a skull mask hint as always. as an always hint.
Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave you boys to it. I actually was about to do some stuff and head off before I got in on this. So, you guys take care. Have fun with.
Thank you for informing me.
Hey, no problem.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I've definitely never overslept once in my life. I swear. I swear, never. Sarcasm abound. All right, y'all take it easy.
Bye bye. I overslept like once, really hard. Because I played Minecraft on it. Like I never played multiplayer before, and like a friend of mine actually started a server, and that was like the kickoff, and we started like in the evening. But then I played until like 4 in the morning, and I had to get up at 5 because I needed to make it to school, like to business school. And like I was like 45 minutes late to the first lesson. Yeah. The first Among Us set. My first Among Us session was also a really long one, but I was out of school at that point, so chase the chicken, Master Alex the chicken master, Master Chicken.
Had we seen Chad Run City X? That was light arrows on Goron Pot.
Yeah, we have seen that already, but yeah, that's a Childgara City is a really awkward location, especially if you get Saria's song late. Like, do you dip it? Don't you dip it? Yeah, I think we all like all gamers are guilty of sleeping in for gaming too much, at least once in their life. Pretty sure.
I just brain word memory things.
It's like you basically came back and like at the worst timing because everyone is just doing things that we've already seen. But it can only get more interesting here. Like any moment now, any moment now. We just need to we just need to bear with it for just a little longer. Because like the mid game actually seems incredibly dry here. Not even in the mid game yet. Like this is still early game, I would say.
So yeah, what were our random spawn locations? Because that was apparently one of the houses in the back alley.
So the child spawn was in the back alley, like in a random building in the back alley of Market, which is really funny. And the adult spawn was apparently in Death Mountain Crater somewhere, but I like completely missed that. Yeah, it's Skull Kid or Target in the woods basically. So, Last One's Way of the Heroes like is a really awkward one because there's a lot of checks in there, so like you can have a lot of ambiguity. Is that the word that I'm trying to say? Yes.
Ambiguity.
Ambiguity, thank you. And also, there's like a lot of items that can just be in very different spheres. So like, 2 trips might often not be enough to get everything. So this is like one of these scenarios where our progression is probably behind Saria's some in the Lost Woods, but I don't know.
But it also could be behind Slingshot.
Could also be behind Slingshot, but where's the Slingshot? Like, we have not seen any Slingshot. Composer's Grave was hinted a Zora tunic, so that's probably not it. Din's fire could be required for like yeah. Let's just not panic just because Din's is way of the hero, because Din's could just be for key logic and spirit, right? Like it doesn't necessarily have to be Shadow. Also, I would expect to see a hookshot pretty soon. I think we need a hookshot or yeah.
Sucks.
Man, this is rough. The bow by itself doesn't do too much. Like the hookshot is like opens up half a forest. The bow gives us like 2 checks or 1 check. Without a horse, the only overworld check that's hard locked by a bow is a dodge shooting, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I would prefer hookshot any day. When getting his information. Yeah, for horseback archer we still need a horse. Right, we don't have the horse yet. Like, the songs are laid out pretty weirdly as well. Opponent's not allowed SFM. I thought that was Minuet. So we actually have a horse.
Yeah, we have.
That's good. Wait, having the theoretical horse. That's good. Yeah. But now we only need a bow. You could go into GTG with nothing. I mean, we have the bomb bag.
2 checks there.
Yeah, 2 checks. Just 2.
Have we seen any of the skulls?
Going to GTG with nothing is like really, really awkward.
Wait, I hate going to GTG with nothing. I want at the very least, a hookshot or a bow to do more than 2 checks.
I just don't like going to GTG, period. Okay, is it Skull Kid? Let's see. Is this a hookshot or something? Like, we need something right now. Or letter maybe? Oh no! No! It's Havas. Oh no! Okay, so it is Shadow. Okay. At least the first half of Shadow is now available to us. And I think that's the play here, right?
Yeah, at this point, it's basically your only play.
I mean, it's a pretty it's slow and tedious, but it's a pretty check-dense location, and it's the best we have right now. So I think, like, even if you didn't have the way of the hero for any of the Din's items, like, Shadow would eventually, like, if Shadow becomes available, it's probably bound to become your next best play anyway at some point. Or, like, the only play that you can make, right? Actually, no one has done chickens. I was just looking at the message, not at the name, and it was like, wait, that's the question that Curry would ask, and there she is. But no, I don't think chickens has been done. Chickens have been done? The check is called chickens, so do you say chickens have been done because it's multiple, or do you say chickens has been done because you mean the check?
Vernacular. I have no clue.
Reversing Wasteland with that Dins. Not in logic. Okay, wait, it is in logic. Haunted Wasteland is in logic because we have our theoretical horse and we have hover boots in logic. So this might actually be something. Both are correct. Okay. Thanks for clarifying. Is it Wasteland though? Wasteland is a really, really awkward one. Nope, it's not. It's not even worth to go like to continue on to GTG because you can only do so little things.
I'm trying to think of what else Hover Boots could be worthy here of.
To beat Fire Temple? I highly doubt that.
I got Fire Temple and Forest Key Logic.
Forest Key Logic? Yeah, like the only there's only a handful of things. Like it's either access to like the biggest part of Shadow, hovering to Volvagia if you're not supposed to reach the pillar by Key Logic. Then what you said, Spirit, like Forest Temple, or like Forest Temple Key Logic, or like access to the courtyard without strength anyway, or like without strength or bow, or sometime. And then like stuff in Shadow, like it's part of the condition to go into Shadow Trial, I think. But that's about it. Like Hover Boots are not. Like, Hover Boots are more useful than they are actually required for.
Yeah, it's just so bad, even so late in the vanilla game. They basically make Water Temple trivial.
Yeah, like I love them in Water Temple. Like Hover Boots have so many like little time saves you can do with them. Like in DC, like you can actually speed up Dodongo's Cavern quite a bit with them as well. Oh yeah, and also one thing that Hover Boots could be required for is crater access or getting out of the crater, right? Like getting the song or getting away from the Bolero spot. But we already have another means to enter the crater from the other side. Riley actually in Child Spirit here. I like that play. Like it's a little bit unconventional because you don't have the means logically to access this yet, but you need to do it anyway. But I think the best play is from Tom right now, because he's going to follow that wave, all of those potential Shadow Temple wave the hero thingies. We can't go in very far though, like we can only go... Oh, what if there's a hook shot in the last chapter? Before you actually...
Ooh. Always so.
So, do you bail or do you continue?
Also, and being pointed out by Lucy, dead hand with no shield.
Or like doing anything without a shield. Actually, wait. So, Tom going for Shadow is nice and all, but he didn't do DC yet. Like he would have his mirror shield and stuff. Like I don't think that you really want. Like this is actually a very risky play, I would say. Like going into Stone Shadow without doing DC first.
Yeah, if you have progression, we'll do progression.
Yeah. Like what if there's a hookshot in Stone? I mean, we know that in Medallion DC, like we know there is none, but a hookshot would actually like I don't know, make this trip more worthwhile.
Well, Dins is not for spirit keys. Thank you.
So none of the keys were fire locked. Yeah, then Dins is 100% for. I mean, the hover boots are pretty obvious.
I'm just saying thank you to be our resident spirit key logic expert.
Or logic expert in general. Like we have a very good amount of people who are so like they know the logic of this game like the insides of their pocket. The bottle.
But no, at this point, if I'm going into Stone Shadow in the first place, I'm dipping as soon as I get something.
Yeah, it depends how deep you go in. Like going to that one, like if you don't have to do all the rooms again, like you just walk through to the center of it basically, where you could like use the hookshot for the first time. Like that's reasonably quick to get back to, right?
Mhm.
But I feel like this is where the hookshot is going to show up.
It actually takes me a minute to remember which temple is which because I always have said and always think that Spirit and Shadow should have their names switched.
I can see why now.
Yeah, well, you know, Shadow, you have your mirror shield and you play with light beams.
So you
And then-
basically break the shadows with the light.
Yeah, and then Spirit, it's a bunch of dead stuff.
Yeah, you can make arguments. Oh, that's...
Fire arrow.
Oh no. Oh no. So what if fire arrows are somehow required for... Like, with fire arrows, if we get our hands on another medallion, like, could we get another medallion without a hookshot? Yes, we could. We could get Jabu. We could beat Jabu if we find Boomerang and Letter. So, what if your first hookshot is on Shadow Trial 2? With hover boots and fire arrows, that's like I think even with just fire arrows and magic, that's allowed. Oh, we don't have a bow. We would also need to find a bow. But like, imagine first hookshot on Shadow Trial 2. That's just disgusting. I don't like Shadow Trial 2 at all.
Shadow is my first dungeon.
Yeah, not only the dungeon, but also the trial in Gennis Castle.
Yeah,
But
but
that one sucks.
No,
Shadow Temple is just like basically pure execution for like what, 15 minutes? Maybe a little bit less if you're a good player.
no, it's not even that. I always miss the damn invisible platform before the.
Oh yeah, that's a really rough one. I haven't like just can't make like people just void out immediately before going to the room to like have the platform on a specific cycle, but I never got that cycle. I never got how it worked. So I like either use the hookshot or I just sometimes I just feel like equipping lens if I have it.
I think the last weekly that I ran in, that I kept dying there for like 30 minutes at the 4-hour mark, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm no, I can't.
Oh, that's so rough.
Needed to complete the scene. My gun.
Wait, this is the Master Alex tried to aim the chew at the crystal switch, missed, but it curved a little bit and then actually opened up the wall. That was really cool to look at.
I mean,
Oh, that's good to know. I didn't even invest too much in Shadow. I don't even know what my usually clear time of Shadow is. I have no idea. I don't time my individual dungeons.
scale.
Ooh. What's the scale for though? Hoversworm Skull Kid. In Web Hero.
Or we already have Zio.
Yeah, scale does nothing. Unless we find another one. Fast hookshot on Lab Dive, anyone? Also, Adult Lake. Like, planting a bean and going to Adult Lake actually seems somewhat reasonable, but it's like super slow. Like, we don't even have a fast Urban about to die here on like half a heart. 3/4 of a heart. River worth for beans, no. I appreciate the idea though. You've got money on it. Well, this is not a gambling channel, so. But it feels like it still feels like we missed something, and Tom actually done in Shadow for now, not finding anything. Did he not cross the invisible platform we were talking about?
He got to the hook shot.
He got to the chest, and it's not the hook shot. So what's the scale doing? Scale or fire arrows are not doing anything on their own. So maybe there's something deeper in Shadow? Or it's like, oh, what if we find another scale somewhere and it's... Yeah, it might actually be hookshot on... diving in the lab. That way you couldn't even cheese it if it was your first logical one. Because you don't have... Yeah, we have Iron Boots, but we need the hookshot to cheese it out of logic. Like, the beginning of the seed felt really jetty, but it has decelerated really, really hard.
So it would seem.
Dang. Riley about to find the light arrows. I mean, that's something that's eventually required, but that's nothing you want to see right now. Like, you want to see something that unlocks stuff. And you need it fast.
Yeah, they want to see progression right now. They don't want to see, oh, hey, here's an endgame item you're going to need eventually. Have we seen any skull checks?
I wonder, like, there is a trick that allows you to do Shadow Temple without hookshot. It's with hovers and bombs, I think you can do it, but it's very, very, like, you need to practice that a lot. And I don't even know if that's allowed in standard. I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure. But like that, if you could do that in the sea, that might actually pay off because you could just go to Shadow, get something else out of there. It's not allowed, okay. Well then, just forget what I said. It's probably allowed in different rule sets. And that's like, I don't even bother looking into tricks too much that are not for standard because I'm just like, at least at the moment, or like for my near future, I'm just interested in playing standard and nothing else. Like standard rule set. Settings, like I would experiment with, but rule set, like I don't want to like learn hashing or stuff. It's just... We're picking up Nocturne. Urban is actually pretty late in adult CAC here. But he has done DC before, like he made his way down from the mountain. So that's actually like, I actually like that routing. The creator song was Saria's song.
I keep forgetting I'm on push to talk.
So where do we go next? Tom doing his progression now. Master Alex picking up Dins right here.
Honestly, I have no clue where you go now.
Like Shadow was for what was promised, what the seed basically promised to us. Shadow was really freaking empty. So there's Adult Lake, which you can do stuff in. There is 2 checks in GTG, and I think that's it. Like we're almost down to a handful of checks. And chickens, of course. Yeah, that's like... Isn't that 5 checks? No, wait, we have... Yeah, we have 2 lake checks, chickens, and 2 checks in GTG, so we're down to 5 logical checks at this point. Is that true? Or am I missing something?
I'm not sure.
Like, we have a lot of items, but they don't, like you need them to combine with other things to actually do stuff. But we don't have the items to combine with, so we can't do stuff. This is so awkward. Oh yeah, the wallet. The wallet and the bottle actually put something else in logic. Guess what?
Oh god. Unfreezing from Zora.
Yes. We have one other check that's in logic right now. So we're down to 6 checks. Is this a paradox letter situation? Like, what I'm actually fine with Ganon Castle being on 4 medallions because it just makes your first trip to Ganon Castle less awkward. But it also increases the chance of paradox letter again. Because what if half of the medallions are locked behind blue fire? Like, what if blue fire is locked behind half the medallions? Like, you're not going to get blue fire out of Ganon Castle that way. Oh yeah, Weep Skip is also allowed. True. So like, you could go into ice and then get you. Wait, no, that's so weird though. Like, we don't have any fast way there. You would need to save up out of there. I don't know. You probably really want to. Paradox hook. Yeah, I mean, it's not in logic, right? So you can't. Yeah, with Iron Boots you can get you can do 3 checks in Fountain as a dot because we have Bombax, the Iron Boots, and then you can clear Ice Cavern. You can fully clear Ice Cavern. So that's like doing Weep Skip might actually be feasible, but you're going to get your hands on some blue fire first and do King Zora along the way. And if you get the letter, you're just going to jump over him. Like if he gives you the letter, you just jump. So 6 checks in logic. The Weep Skip. Okay, this is. Oh, I thought this was a chicken split. Oh yeah, 20 skulls, right? We still don't know what 20 skulls is. 20 skulls is also logic. So it's seven checks in logic. Have we seen 10 even?
Yeah, Cat saying they've seen 10 and something.
Okay, so 20. Yeah, 20 is awesome. So it's 7 checks in logic, but it's getting really rough. But also go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm saying it was very rough, and they don't have much they can actually do without going over each other or.
I mean, it's not. Considering we are at 1 hour and 30 minutes, and we already have 3 medallions, that's not the worst, right, in terms of progression done, but also that's the quickest dungeons in the game that we've done, so it's an awkward spot to be in. Yeah, we have seen Goron City Maze. Also, Tom has, on his equips, he has like 11 bombs, 11 nuts, and 11 shoes at the same time. This looks fantastic. It's the little things, you know. Oh, and he's going to check this out of logic. Tom is going to check this out of logic. And gets it second try. Very nice. Or was it first try? I don't know. Unfortunately, it does not pay off, but having Sun Song here is really handy because you can just swap out of there. So this is actually nothing. Riley going for Shadow, only to be disappointed. That's really sad.
Tom did bounce before they checked all of the checks from what I can remember.
Okay.
Or did they? My brain.
Yeah, the S and S force, the S and disappointment. That's what I would say. That's what I just said. That's a good one, Chaos. That's I like that. That's really good. Disappointment.
Okay, we didn't do the pot.
That's a joke that only works if you write it down.
Oh my god, it's not chicken.
Oh, it's chickens. Oh, this is the chicken seed. Kari is a very happy person right now.
Kari's very
Damn.
hyper. Kari's very happy, and if Piper is anywhere nearby, he's screaming on you at the top of his lungs.
So, actually having the hookshot before going to Shadow for the first time, like with that hookshot, you like even if you get the hookshot after beating half of Shadow, you probably want to go back into Shadow, right? Because like fire arrows, scale, like that does not satisfy my need for completing stuff. It's never chickens until it is.
Never chickens until it is. Wow.
I don't like that check. You can ask anyone. But most people don't know. There was this really awkward situation in one of the qualifiers where I got second place and some people metagamed that, oh no, it has to be chickens. But actually they didn't know me. I think it was Melrose who actually bailed out of ice.
Oh
Which
no.
had progression on the next check, basically.
Oh no.
But little does he know that I hate chickens.
Little did they know.
Like metagaming of people who actually don't, who you don't know is quite dangerous. But we had a good laugh after that, it's fine. Well, at least I did. Yeah, like if you're just playing for fun, just I always put chickens to 1 as well. Yeah, random chicks and then you get 6 or 7, which is basically the same thing. Can you do that? Can you grab that token with the ground jump? Oh my god, wow. I've done that in Shadow Temple, I think. But this is really cool. Using a ground jump and a jump slash at the peak of your jump to get that skull token without hookshot, and that's really cool. There's like only like 2 or 3 places in the world where that works, but it's really cool.
Yeah, you always see some really nice tricks.
Right?
By everyone, everywhere. Riley and Fire Temple.
What is Riley doing in Fire? So the first check is an item, so you're even hammer locked out of this place, like entirely. Whew.
Everyone bailing on Shadow.
I mean, without hookshot you don't have much choice. But with that hookshot, you probably want to take that hookshot back. You can also do you can do a handful of things in Forest. You can even, this is the situation I talked about earlier, is you don't have a bow, you don't have Song of Time, but with those hover boots you can actually like depending on key layout, you can actually access the courtyard. Like no way, you can actually access the courtyard anyway because you need to get actually no, you don't need to get a small key. You could also have your first small key in the courtyard. But it might actually be worth dipping Forest with the hookshot. Hover's worth for Forest here to access the courtyard to get something. I mean, if you get bow, you're just a happy person, right? You just full clear Forest into your progression.
Wait, if Hover's away here of Forest, that means Stone Shadow didn't find a way.
True. Now with the hookshot being available pretty early, maybe it's not even Shadow. Maybe the Dins in Wave the Hero Hyrule Field, along with the strength, is like the Dins is just a fluke, and it's just for the strength. And the hover boots are really for Forest Temple logic. Like that's actually a really, really strong bait potential.
Of course, we won't know till we see all the seed.
Very true. When picking up the theoretical halls, which is now not that theoretical anymore. Now it's Master Alex's turn to actually go into Shadow and be disappointed. And Erwin playing into that hookshot, going into Forest here. This is in my opinion the best play right now.
See, with no bow, no Song of Time,
but with hovers, and its progression, so it's worth at least dipping.
Everyone
That's a
doesn't
key.
have hovers yet.
With this key, the courtyard area is available to us. This is so awkward. Tom going into GTG here would be stronger with hookshot, but with maybe he would do hookshot as GTG here. Like that's a legit play as well. Like we have a few out of logic options. Like skip, for example. It's really funny though. Like some people, including me definitely included, like think about stuff like Paradox Letter before actually thinking about chickens. And chickens, it's just so simple to miss. And Kak is not even hinted Wave the Hero this time. That's even worse. Like unhinted chickens.
And there's our other scale.
That's another scale. Together with the other scale that puts stuff in Lake in the logic. I'm not sure about this.
Puts everything but Sun into logic because of that hook shot.
Yeah, if we had the long shot, Shoot the Sun was a logic. Just a stick upgrade. A single stick. So, the first two checks in GTG are actually nothing. So, good thing no one went there. Well, except for Tom, unfortunately. But he's going to show us the really cool strat of hookshot as GTG. That's something I really didn't want to learn at first. Hookshot as GTG is just such a niche trick that like it rarely comes up. But it has paid off quite a few times for me already, so like I was really happy that I put the time into this. Like if you have learned all the important tricks like reversing and Dancer's Wasteland, B1 skip, just to name a few, like hookshotless GTG should definitely be somewhere in the middle of your list if you're aiming to become a top player. Because that can bear you out very, very good sometimes. Evan using a recoil strat here because he doesn't have the hover boots. He doesn't have the hover boots.
Yeah, we've said that like 2 times.
Wow. I mean, the recoil strat is not too bad. So maybe, like, if the progression is just sitting here, you probably don't even need the hover boots if you can circumvent it. So this might actually bail him out and, like, not lure him into Shadow Temple. If Shadow Temple turns out to be a bust. Yeah, you can do Scarecrow Song plus Longshot for Shoot the Sun. You don't need to beat water.
Hey,
oh no! It's the slingshot. Does that mean we need to go back to where the hero lost words? This is so awkward, dude.
If you find a out here force that you can do,
Yeah, you definitely like you push that.
To get that slingshot.
Yeah.
Oh no. No. The seat is crazy. Please give us anything. Riley doing hookshot is GTG as well. But like Erwin is like really pulling ahead here with that hookshot, I feel. I mean, you need hovers to get the slingshot. So hovers, like, yeah, hovers are a massive bait if they send you to, if they send you to Shadow. But they are indeed required in that case. They're probably required anyway, logically. Like, the seed just wants us to use hover boots. Maybe it is a vanilla bow. Do we have enough keys?
I think we need one more.
I think actually no, we have enough keys. We already used one to get here, so we are at 3 keys. You need 3 keys to reach, and then 2 keys after. So vanilla bow is in logic right now, and that's the boss key. At this point, yeah, you probably want to bail. Like, do you want to go for vanilla bow? Is Owen playing it with a slingshot here? Like that prelude song was really quick. Also guys, don't forget to hydrate. Oh yeah, Owen will get the hovers, but he will check both things in one go, so he might actually be able to avoid the bait. If it is. GTG was empty so far, yeah. That's sad. That's just sad. This is one of those seeds where you need to travel a lot. And I mean a lot. Like, we don't have fast forest access. And, I mean, we have the scale now, but we don't have Serenade. Like, there's no way to Kokiri as a child that's fast, or like Two Lost Worlds in general that's fast. That's something, like, the random spawn points are really fun, I feel. But, like, that's one of the, like, the worst things is, like, that you're just starting to feel how, like, you took the original adult and child safe spawn for granted, and when you don't have those available to you, everything just feels so slow. Tom going ice here.
Also, we cannot do the toilet without Song of Time.
Yep, no toilet.
Oh god, it is Way of the Heroes for Hovers.
Was that nothing?
That was a gold rupee. And look at Erwin, he's very confused.
Erwin still didn't pick up Skull Kid. Let's just hope he remembers. Yeah, he does. Yeah. So the hookshot unlocks something in Shadow. But Erwin is going to be the first one here on Restream to go in and full clear Shadow. So there's something beyond the scale and the fire arrows. Tom trying the King Zora skip here. There's several different setups for it. Got it second try, I think. Very nice. Using a setup that's using ESS turns.
I believe I've seen that.
Yeah, it wasn't allowed in the tournament qualifiers or the tournament races, but it is allowed in the weeklies. Since we're out of the qualifying phase. Could also just be lap dive. But going to the lake is incredibly inconvenient.
Well, as a dog, we do have a horse.
Okay, so it's just inconvenient. It still takes a while. Yeah, it feels a lot like lap dive. I have to agree, BVG. So Erwin following the Way of the Hero hover boots and the only thing that they unlock at the moment. Should be this And I'm back. Refilling my glass of water is actually a lot louder than I expected. Tom in ice. I actually don't dislike the ice play, but I don't think it's too beneficial right now to go that far out of logic. Like, you're breaking logic super hard. Yeah, in Erwin's position I would actually full clear Shadow.
As long as you remember that you're breaking logic to get here, it's not as bad.
Yeah, but like, I feel like if you stay out of logic for a long time, getting your mind back into it, like retracing your steps and like thinking about things that you missed that were in logic like an hour ago, that's super hard.
Fair.
It's like a danger zone where you want to where you don't want to stay in for too long, you know. Actually, going out of logic is a little bit like the poison gas maze in Super Mario 64's Hazy Maze Cave.
Oh god.
Because the longer you stay in there, the worse it gets. Unless you know exactly what you're doing. Just a random comparison I pulled.
An apt comparison.
Kind of works, doesn't it?
How long do you think it will take for these people on Restream to finally go do chickens?
Yeah, right. I can definitely see Riley. Like that river play here is pretty good because it's like a handful of checks. Like not a handful, but yeah, with Zora's Domain, it's a handful of checks that you can do, and that's like while it is like quite slow to walk up, it's still more check-ins than actually going to CAC for just one check, which like the check itself takes 2 minutes to complete once you get there. So. Let's see if there's something in ice. Nothing so far. So this just leaves one more check and the song. The song at this point could be... What could the song be?
It could be Minuet, it could be Song of Time, it could be Song of Storms.
Yeah, so Storms, like if you get Song of Storms here, that's a way to really like lose yourself while going out of logic. Because like well could lead to something else. And then like if it's a hookshot and then you just do everything else, and then like there's so much more available to you that you actually just hard luck like last location chickens. Because the longer the seed goes, the Sphere Zero checks just become more and more forgotten.
Let's say he finds nothing else in here besides that gold scale.
Then why? Yeah, like I know, like if there's nothing, you have to go to the Doom Lake, and you probably want to plant a bee as try first. Oh no, we have the hookshot. We don't need the bee necessarily.
The platform I was talking about.
Yes, that's the worst. That's the worst part of Shadow. It's just the platform.
Yeah, I'm good with every other part. It's this platform.
Yeah, that's a Bicaron sword and Song of Time. Well, Song of Time is pretty tame right now. It doesn't do too much except for giving us a few checks in GTG. But that's like, I don't think it's worth rushing GTG with the Song of Time before you actually get the letter, because letter is part of the win condition anyway. But like I still like even if it's just like really obviously like once you beat Shadow and then you found nothing, it's like pretty likely to be just Adult Lake. But I agree with doing Shadow before that because it's more check-ins. It's really slow, but it's a lot more checks, and it's a lot easier to reach Shadow Lake. So I would do Shadow first, like most of the time, especially with those Wave the Hero hover boots. There's just too many ways to. Oh, that's. Wait, did we miss that before? Oh no, we couldn't do it because you need the hookshot. So you can't do forest now. Do you bail? Is the question. I was thinking about it. Like at this point, I would like. This is like if this was my first trip to here, I would bail. Maybe. Yeah, you need the hook to collect the silver rupees. Like you need the silver rupees to open the door.
Oh right.
That's why we didn't see it before. So this bow, this is super mean. I can see Urban clearing this place out. But I think it would actually be worth bailing here. Free hugs. No free hugs. Yeah, the Adventures of Ice Cavern didn't yield anything except for a big study and like a song that's not really that useful, especially right now. So where does he go from here? Definitely thinking for a second. Like that's fair. Like sometimes you just have to stop for a second and just think. Yeah, the meme is great. Also, friendly reminder that this is a George C. So,
well,
we haven't seen the intro.
Light arrows, so of course it's a George C.
Yeah, we have not seen the intro in a while. I would actually love to find a clip of George Bullshit C intro. I kind of.
Oh, I was commentating the day that happened the first time.
That was great.
It was, George.
Oh, it was actually. That's why I didn't find it because it was on. Because it was on ZSR2. Yeah, this is. Look, watch this clip. Everyone, watch this clip. This sums up everything very, very nicely.
I was,
It's perfect.
the kazoo.
And we're batting.
Yeah. Oh god.
8 hours to run. Oh my god. That's a long time, and it's such a short clip, right?
Oh, drops.
Yeah, eye drops are useless.
Now do we have to hit big one? No, but I remember that.
That was a good game.
I nearly died. I actually had to mute myself so I wouldn't be laughing over comms while he was trying to talk.
That's fair.
Because he's like, I'm gonna. All he did is he did it. He's like, I'm gonna do a thing. Trez gave me information. We're like, okay, and then all of a sudden we just hear kazoo going off.
Oh yeah, cue some Benny Hill music right now. Yeah, buying Blue Fire. Master Alex with the play here. I think he intends to skip Weep after that. I think that's a reasonable assumption to make.
You put in a lot of work, George, just to have that.
Imagine being a tracker and not having anything to do for like half an hour. That's rough.
All back.
Maybe you should have just taken the coffee that was offered to you.
Please don't do this to me. Oh, hey, 20 skull check. And it's nothing.
With that, you can actually easily afford the Blue Fire. Turn my lights on real quick because it's starting to get dark outside.
That's right, you are actually in the EU.
Yes, I am actually like running the NA weekly, but I'm in the EU and then like commentating the next the weekly on the next day. Yeah, but it's actually still reasonably bright outside. For you, it's like the morning.
It is currently 9:48 a.m.
Well, I wasn't even awake at 9 a.m. today.
You're lucky I was up before 9 a.m. If I had woken up about 15 minutes later, I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm just not going to make it to comps today.
But you still made it.
Yeah, just 40-ish minutes late.
That happens to the best of us. So King Weep was a bust, unfortunately. So
Riley doing his shit.
oh yeah, Riley's desperate. You can see it. You can see it in his eye. He doesn't.
Ah,
I went with the Forest Temple play here to be the first one to actually progress a little bit further in the seed. I wonder if we're going to find anything in Forest. Like, what if there's not? Can they even be nothing? Like, there has to be something, right?
at this point, I have no clue what this seed can do to us anymore.
I mean, there could still be stuff on horseback archery or lake.
Oh, no matter what, this will give us access to Gamer's Castle.
Oh yeah, everyone's favorite place, right?
And now with the bow, we can do Spirit Trial too.
Yeah, hookshot, shadow trial as well, with fire arrows. We can actually clear everything except for light trial at this point, which is like that's a pretty good time to actually go to Ganor's Castle if you can. Don't need to often one check. That always sucks. Last Alex using a different approach here with the King Weep skip. Got it. Very nice.
All. Great, it's a hook shot. Why'd it have to be like the last location I did?
And Riley going back into Shadow with that hook shot. Did we find anything else in Shadow?
No, just the bow.
So it was actually worth baiting.
You got fire arrows, a scale, and a bow in here. Hey, Tom's doing chickens. Looks like. Did you hear that last thing I said? Because my push to talk is being stupid.
I sometimes forget that I'm muted and then like I talk for 5 minutes and I just like can't understand that people are not responding to me. Like they are ignoring me. They must be mad at me or something. And then I just like, oh, I didn't press the button. Dang. I just have this feeling, this seed, that ice cover might actually not be required at all. Like, if Song of Time doesn't lead to anything, we don't need it for water, obviously. So, like, ice cover might just be a complete waste of time. So that's a very good example for Weep Skip actually, like, being a bad play, I'd say. Because it just wastes time in a location that you are not supposed to be in anyway.
Riley has it back.
Yeah, so will Riley bail? It seems like he wants to continue. Because otherwise he wouldn't be clearing this room. Need to defeat the bats before he can leave. Tom looking at us, breaking the fourth wall, not being happy about this. But he can't shield flick because he doesn't have shield. I'm just happy I'm not playing this one. But last night was awful. Like, the NA Weekly last night was really awful, but this? Oh, hell no. And Riley actually bailing from Shadow, which is the correct play here, so... this looks like the Forest play. So, Riley right behind Erwin.
Yeah, we don't know completely because Erwin bailed that shortcut right to the, opened the shortcut to the boat and then bailed.
Opening. Like, do you really want to open the shortcut, though? Like, I don't think the shortcut is really that important in Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes like, from that point, it still takes a while to get there, and then, like, there's only, like, 4 checks in the back that are before the boat, after the boat ride. So if you're coming back to search for items, you probably want to come back to a place that has more checks. If you come there anyway, that's like a big time commitment anyway. So the only person missing on Restream right now, like missing the hookshot, is Master Alex. Thomas going for the river play. The lake play, and doing some South Hyrule stuff. Oh no, it's just the lake. I can see why. If Forest... Did Forest have anything so far? I don't think so.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying Forest has had nothing.
So if Forest doesn't end up having anything, and you like, and maybe Ganon's castle is empty as well, Lake is probably your next area you want to visit.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, would be the next play there.
No, Lake Hylia is not Way of the Hero. Or Way of the Heroes. Don't we have a command for that? I should not type that in Discord. I should type that in the chat. Okay, thank you. Yes. Oh. Yeah, it looks like Tom will give us a preview of this place. The lens? Are you kidding me? So what if that lens is actually the seed just wants us to go back and forth between child and adult, between like north and south of the map. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Yeah, this is treasure chest game, Axis.
Odd.
You can't even plan all this stuff. Like, seriously? Who comes up with these things? No one. If it was known, it would have been done before. Roundabout cannot be stopped. Top of the lab is nothing. I think I would, like, while I'm here... Wait. We don't have a bow. At least... Tom doesn't have the bow. So he cannot even peek the item on.
Shoot the side.
Yep, shoot the side. and Erwin heading to Ganon's castle, which is like the best play in terms of check density right now. And oh,
Letter on lap dive.
the letter on lab dive. Well, that puts the Zora's Fountain stuff in logic, but it doesn't help Tom whatsoever, unless there's one thing in Boomerang Chest. This is like you actually have to hard cross Hyrule Field to go to get the letter. Boomerang and Ganon would be like good.
As before, it's the vanilla banana.
Oh, strength 2 in the first check. Strength 2 in Forest Trial. Okay, well, that actually opens up Spirit, so we can clear Spirit now. Yeah, we can clear Spirit. Once we find we're ranked from Go mode. Right?
Yeah, it looks like.
Oh, the hammer! Okay, so Ganon's castle is not that obvious. It just adds a little bit more spice to it. Just a little bit more. Rang and Deep Fire. No,
Horrible.
at this point you want to do Spirit, like focus Spirit. And that's Greg. Hi Greg, bye Greg. Also, fire arrows could still play a role in this, right? Like, what if Boomerang is here, right? Riley almost, Alvin almost running out of arrows. He was going to run out of arrows before he runs out of magic. This is really hard to see on VC as well, right? Oh, Owen. No, he's going to run out. No. Come on, you can do it. Yes, with the last one, let's go. The last arrow. Ooh, that was really tense. That was really tense. What should be another bow? Oh, okay.
Laughed so hard.
Yeah, just like have a quiver upgrade for all the trouble. Wait, Owen can do Spirit Trial. Why is he skipping it? You can do Spirit Trial with Hookshot. And I think he has enough juice to make it work. Oh, he's actually... Wait, didn't he just walk past it? Or did I misread the sign? It was like fire? Like, somehow it looked like he was just walking by Spirit Trial. That was my eyes, probably. I'm sorry.
More slingshot.
Wait, was that another slingshot?
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, Erwin is not doing the validation chest here. And I think that's fine, I guess? Okay, the first check in Spirit. So, you really want to find something in Spirit, right? Because it's a longer wait. So, Rang in Spirit would be optimal, but it can still be in a lot of locations that are very inconvenient. What if Rang was, like, if Rang is in the validation chest?
Oof.
That would be a big oof.
Also, this disaster has now hit 2 hours. Happy 2 hours, everyone.
Happy to
Hey, George.
Do we have a little bit of time?
Sure.
Wanted to give a shout out to all 4 trackers again today, making sure that, you know, if you're just hopping in, you can make sure you can just look over at the trackers and be like, wait, what? We have no clue what's going on. But today tracking are Jeongyong, Tuska, Aksani, and Kaosix. Thank you again so much. Also, if you're getting bored with us, do want to quickly shout out that there is a bracket match going on ZSR main, so, and I believe that is currently very short to wrapping up, so we might be having a little bit of an additional audience soon. Maybe.
Wait, so they are like around finishing around the 2 hour mark.
I have heard from Star restreaming that one that they are in they're in what's referred to as oh no mode, which is basically they don't know if it's AD or not AD, and we're about to find out.
Yeah,
So.
like go mode and glow mode tell you something about how far you are onto the sea, but oh no mode does nothing like that. It doesn't tell you anything.
Yep.
Anything that you want to know, at least. Having fun. Yeah.
Accent here with the CFG emotes.
Oh, it looks like we are actually locked by Child Spirit. This is getting better and better. Like, key logic does not allow us to clear this at all. We need to go Child.
Better for the viewers or better for the runners?
Well, certainly not better for the runners, but I think at this point they just like if you're playing the seed and at this point have not accepted that you're going to sit here for a long time, you're just going to have a really bad time. And I mean that's fair. Like sometimes you are in the mood of playing a long seed, and sometimes you're just not. And if you're not, then like. I mean, it's a little bit harder to quit on restream, like to forfeit on restream, you know? But in general, if you're playing this and you don't feel like you don't want to play forever, just do yourself a favor and quit before you're just like burning yourself out. So Master Alex will actually continue in Shadow, which is going to waste some time, unfortunately, because we know there's nothing. Okay, Master Alex. Yeah, okay, I thought he was pulling out the Ocarina to bail for a second, but he accidentally pulled it out while switching boots because all of the items on the D-pad. Which, by the way, is a really, really nice feature that Rando provides us with. You still can quick swap the boots and pull out the Ocarina so you don't need to equip it anytime. Makes this game much easier to play efficiently without pausing too much and stuff. Rang is on Bongo. Haven't we seen someone complete Shadow? No. I thought we had someone pretty close to beating Shadow. Bailing at boat, yeah, I mean that's fair because the boat ride takes a long time, it's just a handful of checks on the other side, not even a handful. But I don't feel like the Rang is actually in Shadow. Otherwise that's a hard last location, right? Like, the story of the scene wants to tell us something, and it's not Rank is here. Rank could also potentially not be in spirit. The worst thing would probably be Rank chest, maybe? Because you don't really want to go up. You don't have any business in Fountain, so you would basically go up to hand in the letter and get one check. So you want to have the boomerang before going up to Jabu. The only two people who got their guesses in are already out of the game for chess minigame. And the last thing is disappointing. Riley using the hookshot on Phantom Ganon here in the first phase to save some arrows, which is a thing you can do. It's a little bit slower because the hookshot takes about, like, you need to time it a little bit better. Not necessarily slower, but the projectile is slower. Okay, that's Phantom Ganon down. Very, very clean 2-cycle. Tom going into fire here. Only to get a health refill. Okay, Alex is actually going deep into Shadow. I mean, we don't know if there's anything else behind the bolt. And, like, you don't, like, it's... You have to decide for yourself, do I want to eventually come back? Or do you, just clear it while you're there because you don't want to come back, you don't want to bother with it? Oh, he fell off the boat. Dang, that sucks. In my experience, it's a little bit more, like a little bit better to not fight these guys. Because, like, you don't open yourself up to RNG with their movement and stuff. You actually can do that. That's amazing. I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. I'm jealous. What was that strat? What did Tom try there? That looked really fancy, but it kind of didn't work. Where did he go up? I hope he's trying it again, because I want to see it. Can you just, like, walk up there? This is insane. Wow. This is so cool, and I've never seen anyone do that. That's insane. That's, like, that's something that almost never comes up. But this is actually the perfect scenario for it. This is really cool. But I think it only works, really works with the lens. Or you just get the cycle, I don't know. Also the two strats here. Tom with the strats here, with all the tech. Very nice. Is Riley going to show us the validation chest though? The boss key chest again, his castle?
That would be a good question.
I could understand him bailing, but it's rough. I mean, you can route it in still if you like get strength 3 in spirit, which is like not that unlikely, and then you just can do it on your next trip. Erwin bailed after doing the trials. He could. He did not go up to the validation chest. Yeah, but he probably feels behind by a mile. I don't know. So he probably wants some more time. Very true. While I don't necessarily agree with it, I can at least understand the play. Yeah, also you're like making way for an easier ascent later on, like killing all the guys in the tower, or like at least cleaning 2 of the fights. So it's not like you have to do that again. Deep Shadow didn't have anything. That's a boss key in spirit. And left hand was hinted. That's why Erwin is not going to check it. Stone Shadow finds a way. But also, Spirit has been pretty empty so far, right? So, is the hammer the next thing that leads to anything? Where's that? I think we could actually have a bet for the boomerang, right? Riley actually going for the validation test here, so we're going to see in a minute. Or a few seconds rather. Validation rang. That would be so mean. That's also Gomo then. Okay, it's not. So, Erwin not punished here. Unless he decides to go back. Riley going to go into Spirit, and that's another bow in Spirit. Well, tough luck that's bow locked. Deep fire, deep fire. Oh, Adam, are you talking, by the way? Because I've not heard you in a while.
Come on, push the talk, son of a...
Did you actually just talk the entire time?
Yeah, I just forgot.
Oh no.
Oh lord.
Just making sure I'm not alone here. So, Spirit, pretty uneventful. Yeah, it
Yeah. That required Spirit though.
Rang on Twin Rover.
Oof.
I mean, Twin Rover had something good yesterday as well.
Oh, I just completely forgot I was on push to talk.
Or Strength 3 on Twin Rover. I mean, at least something, but like Go Mode item on Twin Rover, like 2 seeds, in a row. That's
No.
why. I mean, yesterday it was Stone Spirit, and today it's Medallion, but still. Twin Rover's stealing all the good stuff.
Well, as I was saying, we're looking for nothing but that boomerang, and if we see anything else, we're gonna scream. We want the boomerang so we can finish the seed.
Child Twin Rover? Is that even a thing?
Oh god. That sounds like a pain.
You don't have mirror sheet. How do you even do that? So does Beta Quest allow for that? Like, can you actually beat them? Oh, that's cool.
I can't help but like the crouch the child does with the big shield, the Hylian shield. Imagine that and fire spewing out your back like you're a torque hole.
You have to like with the mirror sheet. You have to like it's. How does it work, Aksani? Do you have do you have it on your back? Or do you have it in your hand, the shield, when crouching? Mirror sheet as child. You can't see it. That's so weird. So can you actually equip all of the items as either age? Okay, so nothing in Spirit, which is disappointing, but Strength 2 still unlocks a few checks. Yes, Strength 2 and Bow for GTG right now is pretty strong. You can full clear GTG. This is probably your best location right now. Rota's Letter wasn't diving in the lab.
Yeah, Rota's Letter was flag, which means Stone Shadow was actually required because we had logically required.
Yeah.
Stone Shadow is required for our bow.
Very true. Like, we needed that anyway. Also, Alex catching up, being in forest right now. Master Alex seems to be behind by a good chunk here. At least some
That was his delayed hookshot get.
Yeah. I can't blame him. I do chicken. I last location chicken every time. I shouldn't talk about my obvious weaknesses here, because I'm still in the brackets and I have opponents. But I highly doubt that they are going to do chickens just because I don't.
Hi, my opponents. My biggest weakness is chickens.
I'm just gonna surprise them and rush chickens. I'm aware. Baiting people, like saying you don't like chickens to bait people into doing chickens, so I can save 3 minutes. That's awesome. Unless there's something on it, then I'm screwed. But... I went going for the rooftop chest here. Just be slow and do everything you can.
Mm-hmm. Also, just because you said something, your next race, you're gonna have a child spawn and cat.
I'm still not going to do it. I will walk by themselves. Like, if I have a fast way to get back, you can do them anytime, right? Best excuse. Everyone is so healthy, dude. 12 hearts and double defense. That's like 24 hearts. As I said sometime before, the more hearts you have, the more shit you checked in this. Like, the more unnecessary stuff you did in the scene. That's the indicator of it for it, basically.
You're in the seat perfectly. You should have 3 hearts. Fight cannon.
Yeah, that's the optimum, right? Like, if you manage to pull that off, like, if you get all the items, no heart pieces, no heart containers, and you can just, like, rush through the game, how fast would that be? Like, the perfect seed. How fast would the perfect seed be?
I have 3 words determining how well and how fast that would be. Location, location, location. Just basically, oh my god, it's pullback archery.
There it is! We just hit go mode!
We hit no mode.
Yeah, no mode. We have hit go mode. But the runners, not so much.
Wait, actually.
Oh yeah. I was going to full clear GTG fast. But like after this, he's very likely to go to Lake, so he's in a really, really good position right now. Also, that just means that GTG is completely empty as well. That's rough. Wait, didn't we find the lens in here? Or where was the lens again? Oh, it's on adult fishing, you're right. It looks like Tom is going up Gannis Castle here. Going to get the strength too. Actually, like, if you don't last location chicken and, like, get the bow out of Shadow and Bale, and you understand that, the seed is actually not too slow, right? But that's just because, like, the medallion layout, which was really quick, actually compensates for the shitty logic of the seed. This is amazing, dude. So this might actually still end up in a, like, you still might end up with a reasonable finishing time here. Like sub 3 is definitely possible. Sub 230. Maybe. Like theoretically. But you have to rush chickens basically for that to work. Yeah, I actually agree with that. Like, this seed has had a lot of bait. Like, it could have even baited you to Shadow twice. Like, baiting you to Shadow either too early or too late, or to go deep in. I mean, you go into Shadow, get, like, ideally you find the hook shot, go into Shadow, grab the bow on the first time in, and bail. That's like the optimal way to play Shadow in the seed. The second bow in Spirit is locked. Yeah, Strength 2 is against, and you need the bow to get the medallion from Forest. So that one is actually bow locked.
Yep.
And also the Rang being bow locked, yeah, you're right. The Rang being bow locked means that you cannot get the Jabu medallion fast. Yeah, no third, like, unless we find a third strength or the third bow, we're not going to know. I would assume that Erwan actually goes to do Lake after this. There's no way he is not.
So the furrows win at the exact worst time.
Yeah, like
Decide in Ganon's castle as you're going up to fight Ganon.
yeah, I just love that. Like Feroz win sometimes is very handy, and sometimes it's just a slap in the face.
I feel like there's two things that happen. You either get Furrows very, very early, but you last item's magic. Or you get magic super early and just never get Furrows.
I've seen Feroz win in a lot of reasonable places in the last seeds I've seen or played. It's really funny, the hammer doesn't actually do anything. Also, we have not seen a second hook shot. Yeah, the hammer is still useful. But it's not like you can beat Ganon without the hammer, so like it's not required. But it's not required, but it's not useless either. Big Goron Sword and the last check in ice just hurts. Like you can make up some time with it, but not as much as you wasted in ice. Riley's going into the well. Where did he get storms from? Was storms on the Spirit Medallion or on Keg? Ooh. So Riley taking the bait of the well here.
That's not good for him.
Yeah. I mean, from his perspective, this is a reasonable play. It's the most checklist location he has because he already has been to GTG. So I don't disagree with this play, but we know better. Tom going fire. Oh, that's rough. That's really rough. He didn't go to Ganon's yet. Wait. He didn't get Strength 2 but got the hammer? Are you sure? Oh, he went the other way around and didn't do Forest Trial. Oh no. That's rough. That's a really risky play, and this is really unfortunate right now. I don't like that. Just feels so bad. Like Tom was on a pretty decent pace still, but this is just going to waste a lot of time. This breaks my heart. So like basically 3 of the players on screen are actually wasting time right now. Tom, Riley, and Erwan are all doing things that they don't help them. Oh, long shot and well. Okay. I was wondering when that would show up.
These chickens are hard required.
Yep.
Oh, there's a vanilla boss king fire temple. Maybe that'll push Tom out of there faster.
Yeah. Like, maybe you do the dragon, or you don't. Oh no, strength 3? Strength 3 and well, that's even worse. That's strength locked. That's hard strength locked. Strength 2 locked even. So the strength. Where was the second strength again? It wasn't in the trial. It was in Ganon's Castle, which was locked by Forest Medallion, which was strength locked. So the strength is in Hyrule Field as well, the hero, as well as the Inspire because of the bow. We have yet to see another bow though. This seed just makes sure you have a bad day. Seriously. Like all of the little details just come into play so not nicely. It's also bow locked, yes. Yeah, the second bone spirit is bow locked. Owen is actually going to do Lake, so Owen will hit go mode in like in just go to the lab first because it would be nice.
Or hope for him.
Oh, he was actually attempting to use the hover boots to get to save a little bit of time. That looked really cool. Like everyone just has some kind of like little time saves that they sprinkle over the place. Okay, that's a lab immediately. That's big. Owen is going to take a big lead here right now. You can't even do it the intended way with the gold scale.
It does mean that the scale in Shadow is logically required.
It is. Like, it's not only for the bolts, also for the scale. And that's go mode.
Woohoo! We have our first Zelda victory. 2.5 hours in.
I mean, 2.5 hours for go mode, and you, like... how much time? You can go mode Jabu, so you need, like... Oh yeah, thanks game. Thanks for the minuet. It's too late. It's too late.
So...
Wait, that's your quick way to lake. Or like you call it, that's a quick way to domain, so that's actually not useless. That's really handy.
Chaos Lord, here's what this seed actually is. We have rain in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
They're on lab dive. Hard required stone shadow for a bow.
Hard required chickens.
Hard required chickens for your hook shot.
This is so bad. This is one of the worst seeds in history. Period.
Not a George special. Oh, in our way to the heroes. Hover boots, Din's fire.
Among other things, yeah. But just pointing to Shadow without actually having a Shadow Temple Wave the hero, which I feel like this should have definitely had a Shadow Temple Wave the hero hit.
But no, actually, you logically require the other scale in Stone Shadow.
This is so stupid. And it looks like Tom is actually going... Yeah, Tom is going to last location that's strength and grade, basically. Right. Like, you don't go to Ganon's Castle for one check.
Yeah, no, Tom's gonna be here for a while.
He's probably thinking he can still do that check, like, even if he still remembers to do it. Like, he can route it when he gets strength 2. Well, I guess when he gets strength 3. Well, I guess 1. That's impossible.
Yep.
The first strength upgrade was in the Boulder of Destiny in Hyrule Field. And the second one is in Forest Trial in Ganon's Castle.
Mm-hmm. And then the third one is
in Bottom of the Well, which is hard locked by strength 2 because Storms is locked by Spirit.
yeah, because Storm's is on Burning Cat.
This is so dumb. Like, you cannot plan to that. You cannot make stuff like that up. This is insane.
Yes, you have to do Ganon's before Spirit.
Yes.
Abu and Spirit are both hard locked behind Ganon's.
This is so awful, dude. I mean, it's awful, but it's still faster than the seed yesterday.
When offering a fish to the fish instead of the letter.
And then reading the letter. Master Alex actually has the letter now because he did lab dive. But he's still missing a few things. He needs to go to... He's still an entire medallion behind. Right? Oh no, he actually has 4, so he needs to...
Yeah, this has to do 4 stuff.
Yeah, that's a Ganon's play. So Mr. Alex is on a good way right now. Tom's still wasting time in fire, unfortunately.
The longer he spends in fire, the more my soul hurts for him.
I mean, I feel like Tom is metagaming here. Like, he really wants the hammer to pay off. Which, like, unfortunately, it does not.
Rang was...
Yeah, it was a whole
flat dive.
Rang was a
dive for your letter. Horseback archery, 1,000 for your Rang.
Also, this is just a good example of Ganon's Castle being a good location sometimes. I actually always think that Ganon's Castle is bad because it like never yields anything. But this is like one of the instances where it's actually really good, and surprisingly, like to my surprise at least, Ganon's Castle is where the hero a lot, statistically at least.
Hovers were in Wait Here Lost Woods.
Yeah, on Skull Kill, which is locked by Sarias, and Sarias wasn't the creator, I think.
Yeah, Shadow had your only bow. Literally. All the other bows are bow locked.
Have we seen the third bow?
No, we haven't.
Oh, we have. Riley has it. So was it a Light Trial?
I think so.
Okay, Light Trial had the third bow, thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, all of the bows are... So hard required bow and Stone Shadow.
Yeah. The hookshot is the second hookshot is hookshot locked, all the bows are bow locked, and all the strength is strength locked. So there's only one and only one way through the seed.
Yep. This was a bottlenecked seed. Like, this was a hard bottleneck seed.
Yep.
Yeah, if Shadow was a stone and Jabu was a... if Shadow was a medallion and Jabu was a stone...
If water wasn't foolish, yeah, wow.
Oh, if water wasn't foolish, we'd have seen a bunch of water temple here.
At least people can dodge that. But I mean, going, like, not having a hinted water with those outputs where the hero actually pushes you towards lake, so you can actually grab your boomerang sooner. Later, I'm sorry. And mixing things up as well. Also, ZeldaSpeedRuns main rating with a party of 156 people. Welcome in, everyone.
Welcome in, everyone, to the George Special. And when I say George Special, I'm talking hard bottleneck with your light arrows on Goron Pod.
The scene was awful. But we solved it eventually.
It just took a while.
Yeah, Bitsy, you're right.
Yeah. This was a George seed. Here. Here, let me just give y'all a quick rundown.
Go ahead.
So, our way to the heroes were Hyrule Field, Longhorn Ranch, Lost Woods, and Sora's River. Hyrule Field had a strength and dens. Lost Woods had hover boots. What was the field again? Hyrule Field had...
I think you're cutting out.
I am cutting out horribly. Is that better? Hello, hello?
Yeah, it might work.
Hello, hello?
Hello.
Okay, I had to reset my mic.
Yeah, you should be fine now.
Anyway, horrible way to the heroes, very horrible bottlenecks, and hard required stone shadow for a scale and a bow.
Yeah, also, there was only one way through the seed. Like, all your bows were like, all the other bows were bow locked. The hookshot was locked by hookshot, and the strength upgrade was also hard locking. Like, the first strength upgrade was hard locking all the other strength upgrades. So you had to do all of this in, like, a specific order.
Yep, you had to do DC, Deku, and you had to do DC and Deku. Then you had to go Hyrule Field for your strength, and you had to go for your dens as well.
Yeah.
And you had to go to Lost Woods for your hover boots, and then had to go into Stone Shadow to get your bow to be able to do forest.
Yeah, but you needed to pick up your hookshot from chickens first, which was hard required. Because otherwise you would miss out on the bow, which is hookshot locked in spirit in Shadow.
You also had to pick up your irons in Sora's River to be able to get your Dense Fire.
Way of the Hero Zora's River for iron boots for foolish stone water makes you think, right? I've been having a hard time on Baronade, unfortunately. Sometimes that boss is just... he just gets on top of you and can't do anything about it.
Baronade fights are one of two things, either really clean, or he is a troll.
Yeah.
Ah, we finally have a finish. Juke finished 242-43.
When throwing the pot for the kill, that's a meme to have. Like, he definitely had enough resources, but maybe that's just like to... just to vent, you know? Just for your anger to go somewhere. You just throw a pot.
Well, GG's for Juke finishing first.
Yeah, GG's. This was a rough one. I wasn't going to finish with a very, very good time here. Probably, like, you can get second place. Yeah. Definitely fast on restream. Riley going into fire, oh no.
Oh no.
Riley's taking all the bait, like all of it. That's so rough.
Jim. We had to walk everywhere because we didn't have Serenade or Minuet for the longest time, and we still don't have Serenade. And Lake was hard required.
This is rough. Like, logically this is rough, but like, if you just follow this one line of play, like the exact one line of play, you can actually finish in a time. Talk about linear seeds. Eurohike Simulator 2021. Hyrule Hiking Simulator.
I'm about to get his ring.
Yep. And I think he already has the letter. I can't see it on his tracker, but I think it's the one thing in the bottom left of his items.
Yeah.
So that's actually... Tom needs strength 2. So he's strength 2.
Yeah, he never got strength 2 from Force Trial.
He's strength 2 from Go mode here.
Oh, chimp. Tom also got baited into Stonefire.
Yeah, and Riley did bottom of the well on top of that. Also, all of the slingshots too. All of them.
So much bait in this seed.
Arwen is really low on magic here, like that's one light arrow at most. Yeah, I think that's exactly one light arrow that you can fire, so you probably want to pick up some magic on your way up. Or does Ganon fill up your magic?
Ganon will fill your hearts, he will not touch your magic.
Okay. I think Ganon actually fills up everything.
Does not touch your magic at all.
Oh, no, yeah, Ganondorf does not, but doesn't Ganon fill something up for you too?
No.
Why did I think that then? Arwen almost defeating both Iron Knuckles very cleanly with Master Sword at once. But just getting hit once. Not too bad though. He's in a really good spot right now. In terms of finishing times. Like he can easily take second place. And he's going for the magic drop. Just getting a small one. That should probably be enough. Just to have at least one. He's actually going back to pick up the big one. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Better safe than sorry.
Very true.
Because if not, they need to have to drop his way all the way down there.
Oh yeah, and then climb the thing.
Pick up magic and then climb back up.
That's nothing you really want to do. Actually, this was a seed where all the side dungeons, except for Ganon's castle, were absolutely bait. Bottom of the well didn't have anything that helped us. GTG was completely empty, and Ice Cavern was also empty. So all of the items that you would expect in a real check dense location just ended up being on random overworld checks like horseback archery and diving in the lab. And chickens of all things. This sea definitely had some pitfalls. I've been closing in on Ganon. And Tom is going for the toilet. Get your toilet emotes in chat, guys. This is just the best emote. It's so funny.
I agree, it's a really great emote.
Very clean toilet by Tom. Clean toilet, haha, get it. And I cannot be the first one who makes this joke. Like, that's impossible. And toilet is just a key. Riley is going for the pixel shot here, which is only possible for him because he has the long shot he got from, well,
VXR. Our first strength was Hyrule Field. Our second strength is in Forest Trial in Ganon's Castle, and our third strength was in what was third strength? Crap. Devin.
the third strength was in Bottom of the Well, which is Storm's locked, and Storm's is locked by Spirit, so it's locked by Strength 2.
Mm-hmm.
And Icola getting the snipe in second place with a time of 2:50.28. Third place stood up for grabs though. That's still a good time for how the seed went. But Owen actually played this very nicely. And that's it. Get your GGs in chat for first on restream, Erwin with a time of 2:50.47. GG. Whew, that was a rough seed. So how's everyone else doing? What does Riley need to do?
Riley needs to go and get his rank from horseback archery.
Doesn't he even need the letter as well? Like, he needs both. Yeah, Riley definitely needs both. Tom needs just the rank. Oh, and strength 2.
Tom has the rank. Tom just needs strength 2.
Tom is actually yeah. Master Alex is actually in a pretty good spot right now. He was allowed to catch up because of that. So all he needs is to do horseback archery, and then he's done as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get the light arrow hint though. Like, he has to get the light arrow hint and then go back to Goron City to get the lights. But he's in a decent spot right now, I would say. While everyone else is just wasting time. This is so rough. I mean, they don't know. They don't know. So we can't blame them. But bailing on Forest Trial was really risky. Yeah, Tom actually went in and bailed after finding the hammer in Ganon's castle because he went counterclockwise instead of clockwise, so he actually missed Forest Trial and just left it behind. That's a hard last location for Tom. That just feels so bad. And Ryukane finishing 4th place with a time of 2:52.28. GG.
Mm-hmm.
Riley realizing that Fire Temple was empty. So what's the play here?
Mm-hmm.
Clear up the crater.
Also, hello.
Hey,
GG, Owen. Good job.
thank you.
GG's, Erwin.
So, did you enjoy the seed?
Yeah, the seed was fun.
Really?
Yeah.
It
Really?
was because of how things were laid out, it was actually like hard to watch at times. But if you enjoyed it, like logically, it was pretty interesting. If you did chickens, that
Yeah,
is.
it was really interesting. Yeah.
You were actually the first one to pick up Hookshot, and that's what kind of decided your victory right then and there, at least on Restream.
Oh, okay.
And you didn't get baited into Fire Temple.
Or
Yeah.
well, or both, as in Riley's case.
Yeah, Fire Temple. I was able to do it after Lake Hylia, but I got through those letters, so no Fire Temple.
Yeah, also you've, like, some people actually did the King Zora skip, only to find out that Ice Cavern was completely empty of anything. I mean, there was the big Goron sword, but it doesn't recover that much time.
Yeah.
Well, GG's on 3rd place.
Yeah, that's very good place.
That's a really good placement.
Also, GG's on sub 3 hours.
Yeah, sub 3.
So, what was your favorite and what was your least favorite moment in the scene?
I don't know. Favorite moments was maybe when I did Gerudo archery. I was saying to my chat, what happened if there's Boomerang and Ruto's letter? I got Boomerang first, so I was. Yeah, that was funny. But unfortunately, no Ruto's letter here.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
you picked it up close, like really closely after.
Yeah.
So shortly after. Riley pretty sure dipped GTG earlier without hookshot, so if he goes horseback archer right now, he gets bait out and does not wait. He has to do like he will, even if he gets the boomerang first, he will probably go back to GTG after horseback archery. It's really rough because all of the dungeons, all of the side dungeons except for Ganon's castle are just useless. That's really rough. And Tom unfortunately is last locationing strength 2 in Ganon's castle because he did the checks clockwise instead of counterclockwise. So he got the hammer before the strength 2 and bailed before actually getting strength 2.
But no, this seed was very hard bottlenecked because all your strengths are locked behind that first strength. All your bows are behind your hook shot, which is on chickens.
Yeah.
And all the bows are also bow locked at the same time.
It's like there's just one linear just one line of play that you can follow to actually finish the seed in a reasonable time. Like the more you stray away from it, the more time you lose. Like there was no way of getting laid out anywhere. And a lot of bait potential, of course, because like people dipped Shadow before having hookshot, so they had to come back for the first bow, or like you go deeper in Shadow, like stuff like that, which just adds up.
Yeah, I just went to the shortcut of Shadow.
Yeah, just
in
skip
case.
the boat. That was a pretty good play.
I would say that just going to the shortcut, just in case, is pretty good. Also, what is... Oh, Tom's still looking for a strength, too.
Yeah, that's why he cannot go mode Jabu.
Well, I'm sure George is happy to hear you enjoyed this scene.
Yeah, maybe you are the only one, actually.
Don't get to hear that a lot.
Yeah, there in chat. Yeah, it was in the skull pot room where you need hookshot to get all the silver rupees to get in.
Also, just curious, am I understandable because I'm on my laptop mic right now?
Yeah, it's a little bit fuzzy, but we can understand you.
Yeah, I'm running noise suppression on both Discord and Windows Native just to remove the noise of the fan spinning, so... Unfortunately, I kind of caught my in-ears the other day and ruined both the in-ears and the left on the cord, so that's fun. Yeah.
I had to lock my cat out of my room since it chewed through my power cable.
Well, that's what I would call an unhealthy diet.
Luckily, it wasn't plugged in, but
Oh yeah. Okay, it looks like Riley is done for the most part in GTG. Maybe the rest of the maze with the keys he got? Or did he filter the maze before? I don't know. I didn't pay too much attention to the key layout in this place. So what are you going to do, Riley? You have to do two things right now, and then you're good. You need to do horseback archery into lap dive. Oh, did he actually forfeit? Is that a forfeit? Like the timer has stopped? His timer on screen has stopped.
Oh wow, it looks like we do have a rare restream forfeit.
Oh.
He's so close though, he doesn't know.
so close.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, that's tough.
As I said earlier, like sometimes you just know when to stop playing. Like
Also,
even if
happy
you
3 months.
continue, it's not going to be healthy for you.
Right. Also, happy 3 hours, everybody.
Happy 3 hours.
Everyone, any more from this seed you want to share? Oh, I didn't even notice the bunny hood over on Master Alex's side.
Yeah, Alex has the bunny hood.
That's great.
But like he's just going to waste time faster than right.
Erwin, did you have any more thoughts on the seed you wanted to share?
Not really.
I mean, once you wrapped your head around it, it was pretty straightforward.
Also, GG to Holy Sparks for 5th place, just over the 3 hour mark.
GG's bugs.
GG's. So yeah, thanks for the restream.
Thank you for agreeing to run on Restream. Was a
Yeah.
pleasure
Yeah.
to watch you.
Thank you for
For
running.
the second restream on the SR, this is really fun to be restream again.
It's really cool.
Well, GG's on your 3rd place again.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you're still staying with us? Because that sounded like an introduction to leaving.
Oh yeah. I have some problems with Discord, so sometimes there's nothing,
Okay.
but you're talking, but I don't hear anything. Not
Yeah.
why, but...
Oh,
So yeah, thank you again, and see you next time.
thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Hey,
Bye.
Looks like Riley's not joining us for the interview.
that's probably fair.
At least I didn't hear from him, so...
Hmm.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. He might pop into chat, though.
And Sora finishing with a time of 3:03:11. 6th place. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is still really interesting. Tom has to Tom basically has to go to back to Ganon's castle, but it's only for one check or like two, maybe with counting validation chest.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
I
then
don't know how many
Alex
checks it has
has
left.
to do horseback archery.
True.
Those are the last 2 things we need.
Wait, no. Alex needs to do horseback archery, right?
Alex needs to do horseback archery.
And
Tom needs to do forest trial.
Both of them going adult here at the same time.
No worries, Riley. Welcome to the chat. Do you know where your ring and letter were now?
Yeah, you were actually like pretty close, but I feel you. Like some seeds, you are like sometimes you just can't. Wait, you were going to skip it? Oh, Shadow. Oh yeah. sometimes seeds just don't, like, not every seed is for everyone, and it's completely fair to just, like, accept that you're at your limit and just stop before you, like, just ruin your entire day with it.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Master Alex is going to go to do Light Trial after this.
Mm-hmm.
But it's empty. There's nothing there for you. Other than a third bowl.
Welcome in anyway, Princess Kate. You've missed a George special. Oh, hey, look, me Maros. On the Double D Ferry.
No. How are we doing on meme percent? I actually didn't count.
I know we got Greg.
I think we've seen the paperweight as well. But I don't think we've seen the winner Heartbeat. Yeah, Heartbeat. No one is a winner because we didn't find him.
Mm.
That's obviously.
Are you?
Thomas
That's
got the balls here, I think.
Oh.
Or is he? Ah, you go.
Aiming. Yeah. Chad always wins. Bailnog finished 7th place, 3:06:44.
GG. There's not too much to talk about even.
Right, because it's literally just both need to go and do one check that they've missed.
Yeah, I'm really afraid that this is a hard last location for Tom, and there's no way to figure out the situation.
Yeah.
So rough. Ocarina in hand, playing Bolero, so clearing up the crater. Yeah, if he remembers it, like I could see him forfeit as well. Like this is like missing one check in a location that you think you full cleared. Like that thing is gone from your memory. That thing is gone forever.
Oh no, is he going ice?
I mean, he already cleared ice, but he's going to Thor King Zora with the blue fire here. He did Zora skip before, and he didn't have a blue fire with him at the first time. So maybe he thinks that. Which is fair. Like he's running out of checks.
Alex headed back to Child. Oh no, is he going bottom of the world?
Thomas looking for strength 2 in Fall Trial, which he missed, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he would have been done by now.
Oh yeah.
Almost done by now.
And Alex went back Child. I have no idea what they're going to do.
Did Alex do well?
He's doing treasure chest.
He has the long shot, yes, so he did the well.
He's doing treasure chest minigame. He just quit the lens.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, left from Rice and Chat. I used to go all right, but it just started with left, so.
I just try to alternate a little bit, because I can, like... It's hard for me to believe in the keys being only left or only right side, and then it just happens.
Right. Speaking of, 4 lefts in a row. There was 5 lefts in a row. It was all left.
Team left, let's go. Tom going back to Shadow. Ooh,
Oh no.
that's so rough.
I hope
Isn't this
everybody's.
the third time Tom is actually in Shadow?
Yes, this is the 3rd time Tom is in Shadow because he didn't have Hook the first time through, so he had to bail out right before where the bow is. He came back and got the bow, and now he's coming to do the rest.
Oh, this is so unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
But at least he's showing off this cool tag again. Okay, he missed, unfortunately, but this is a really cool strat. I actually did not listen to game audio the entire time.
I've had no audio going at all. Mainly because even on push to talk, my mic will pick up every desktop sound I have.
Yeah, that's why I sometimes hear myself. Strength 3 is in bottom of the well, and bottom of the well is
Locked by Burning Cack.
Yep. Burning Keg is locked by Spirit, which is locked by Strength 2. So there's only one order in which you can acquire all the strength. And same goes for the bows, basically.
Your first bow was here in Shadow.
Yeah, this time he got it.
Very nice.
Yeah, it seems that like the first time on the first attempt, he just didn't wait long enough.
Hmm. But no, your first bow was here in Shadow. Your second bow was in Spirit Temple. Your third was in Light Trial. So all your bows were bow locked.
The chest that Tom just backflipped onto, was it closed? Because it looked like it wasn't open yet. It might just be me though.
No, it was open.
Okay. Yeah, he did the first trip, right?
Yeah,
I'm starting to
it's-
see things.
It's his third trip.
This is so rough.
Oh, this is very, very rough. Alex actually going around and doing all the child checks.
Cleaning up child stuff, not a bad idea necessarily in his position, but
Right.
he needs this one thing, right? Or does he still need both?
He just needs ring.
He just needs rank, so horseback archery. Oh, that's where the adult spawn is. That's interesting.
Is that Crater Fairy?
Yeah, it is the Great Fairy. This is a really awkward spawn location as a child, which can happen. It also, I think it puts... does it put Darunia into logic without ZL?
Maybe. But it's also a horrible start location for child because literally the only thing you can do is go into Goron City.
Yes, it's true. The rank is on horseback archery 1000.
Yeah, 1,000 horseback archery.
Also, we have another snipe going on. DG Bars are finishing 8th place with a time of 3 hours, 13 minutes, and 36 seconds.
Fire?
3 of 57, finishing 9th place with just like 6 seconds later.
Yeah, he's already did GTG, so it's gonna be a while before he heads back out there.
Yeah. Also, Alex is going to run out of checks pretty soon. Did he do fire already?
No, he hasn't touched fire yet,
He's probably going to fire first.
which is rough.
Yep.
Oh. Back to... I'm confused.
Nice top 10 finish from Rockcopter with the time of 3:14:51.
Hey, GG's. It looks like Alex is going to avoid stone dungeons as much as possible because I have no idea where they're going now.
Good question. Calling the horse. 11th place is Jiraxo finishing with a time of 3 hours, 15 minutes, and 24 seconds. GG.
Very nice.
Yeah, people are slowly starting to cross the finish line here.
He was doing good posts, that's what he was doing. Hiya, finishing in 12th place with 3:16:22. Hey, a bongo bongo fight. Didn't expect to see this today.
Yeah, it's not going to pay off, unfortunately, but at least it's quick with Big Rooms, so... Like, the one cycle with Mouse is still tricky, but with Big Rooms, it's almost free. There it is.
5 quick crap stabs with Big Goron sword. Compared to...
Wait, Alex is doing it! Master Alex is doing it! He's going back.
Oh, he's headed that way.
He's actually going back. So he's
Think
supposed
he'll
to
stop it.
go normal.
We'll probably stop at him. I'll check those. I probably cut out horribly there because my finger slipped off my push-to-talk button. Yeah. We might be seeing our 3rd restream finish. Soon, TM. Oh no.
He still has to do Spirit though, but he can go mode it.
Mm-hmm.
The boss key's not in the bad location.
Not Spirit, probably.
Did he do Child Spirit though? Did Master Alex go into Child Spirit? If not, then he has to go back Child again because we have
He
Child
has
Spirit.
the medallion. So he's finished Spirit. Yeah, Devin.
Oh no! Oh god, I goofed it. We're searching for Rang. You're right.
He's looking for Ray.
I mixed it up.
Yeah, it's Tom that needs strength too.
Yeah, I mixed it up. I mean, we've been saving it for quite a while, right?
Yeah. That's officially Alex's ring. Not that he knows it, so he's going to keep going for 1500.
Yeah, he got it.
Very nice.
For a second, I really thought that he was the one needing strength. Okay, that's the rank. That's go mode.
Go mode.
And a slingshot for free on top.
Quick spitting at her. He was not happy with that.
What is Tom doing?
What? Oh, he was double checking the ledge. Okay.
I think he's starting to double check things. He's thinking he forgot something.
Hopefully that'll push him back towards Cannon's castle.
Heading in 20 skulls. That's 10. That's 20. Double checking things again.
Yep.
Thomas out of ideas. I think he doesn't know that he skipped the check in Forest Trial.
He's mentally. Look at him. He's on his map mentally for checklist.
Oh, this is so rough. The third strength was in bottom of the well, which is hard blocked by the other two. Oh,
Because
is this again his castle play? He's playing Prelude. Let's hope he goes to Genna's castle and not Child. Oh, he's confused. Tom doesn't know he forgot one check in Ganon's castle. He forgot Forest Trial. And he does not know. I think it just has been wiped from his memory that he just didn't do that check.
He did the checks in Ganon's castle the other order around, so he got Hammer first and bailed.
Hey, kitty.
Yeah, that's my cat. You saying hello? His name is Kitten. I'll type it in the chat. There you go, that's his name. It's a pun.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a fun. What is Tom doing? Tom was in ice. So maybe Tom thinks he forgot something. Like like he was up here. Does he have blue fire though? Or did he thaw the guy? I thought he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's double checking the free flood.
The diving probably. Yeah, he's probably totally lost.
Yeah, he thinks he's pretty sure he forgot a check. He just can't remember which check he forgot. Oh, hello. As we say this, our stream layout changes.
This is so rough.
Mm-hmm. And Cola finishing in 13th place with 322.51.
GG, Cola.
It reset the cropping, so you have to recrop. Oh no. Oh, he's literally going over everything, probably with a checklist out, checking each check.
Yeah, going through all the locations in his head and rethinking where he already has been or where he might have missed some checks. At this rate, he's not, like, unless he remembers, he's not going to find it. Like, he would need to recheck basically the entire map. So, like, I feel like he's on the verge of forfeiting right now.
Yeah, no. This is the point where he either suddenly remembers Forest Trial or he drops.
Yeah, you either remember it or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, playing Bolero again? Maybe looking at the crater bean or something? Going into fire. Didn't he full clear fire? Hammer chest. No, he actually went in to check the map to see which chest he didn't open. Now he's probably going to do the same thing for the other dungeons as well.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, not a bad idea.
Chasing some brain power, at least.
Ganon's Castle does Ganon's Castle have a map?
I don't know.
I don't think it has. So you
no
don't
worries.
get the map screen, right?
Mm.
Or is there a map screen? I don't even know.
I've never tried to look at a map in Ganon's Castle, to be completely honest.
Longshot is in bottom of the well, but that's locked by Spirit, and once he finds Strength 2, he's going to be in Gormod, so he's not going to see the Longshot at all.
And Water's barren anyway.
And Water's barren anyway, very true.
Also, no worry, Exani.
Just rechecking the beam. Not seeing anything, probably.
Well, he knows he needs a strength, so he knows he's looking for a gauntlet. Oof. And he's just tapping some executionaires here now. Probably because he's frazzled, trying to remember what he missed.
I wouldn't be mad at him for stopping here. This is just rough.
Yeah, it is.
But why Princess Roto? Why?
Double checking the wall. Probably about to double check the top of Dongo's Cavern. Ow. Then kind of double check.
Going into DC, checking the map.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Let's see if he heads back up to Ganon's Castle or if he goes Child.
He goes Child, okay.
Child.
Does he still have Child checks left?
Also, GG's Raleigh finishing 14th place, 3:27.29. I honestly don't know what child checks he has left.
Yeah. At least this is just a weekly and not a tournament match.
Mm-hmm. This would be super rough as a tournament match.
I'm thinking that Tom might actually feel a little bit of pressure right now because he's on restream and it's bad to forfeit on restream and stuff, but this would be totally acceptable here.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen that set up for that switch hit with the boomerang.
Master Alex Master Alex is almost done with this game.
Mm-hmm.
Just defeat Baronade and then get out of here.
That long back walk across Hyrule Field.
Yeah. This is definitely the only time we've seen that. Moving around in the seat was really, really rough.
Just got call noises? Just got call noises. I heard a random Discord call, so I was curious.
But it's not mine.
I must have given that look then.
That was me.
Yeah, it seems your mic picks up your audio output. This is why I can hear myself occasionally.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's just like it's not bothering me too much. It's just that I occasionally just like interrupt myself while speaking. like I when I start talking and someone else starts talking, I just interrupt. Like I pause for like a few frames. And then I realize, oh, it was myself, so I just keep talking. Tom. So either Tom is like super desperate or still super committed to this. And Master Alex picking up the boss key for Ganon Castle, making his way to the top any moment, and get a nice slice of bacon. Please go, adult. This looks like an adult play here.
See, an adult player market. Nice adult. Okay, cool.
Okay, come on. You got this.
The rough one.
Oh, Requiem? Maybe he's reversing to GGG? I'm confused. Going into Spirit? Yeah, there's nothing left for him in GGG. Seeing if he forgot anything on Child's side, probably. He's so confused. Meanwhile, Alex slaying some iron knuckles, making his way up to the top. Thomas missing strength 2, which is in Forest Trial. And he did everything in Ganon's Castle clockwise and bailed on Hammer in Water Trial. So he didn't get this one check and he probably just forgot. Also, Hell Knight finishing 15th place with a time of 3:33:23.
And then Z-Sir finishing 16th with 3:33:35.
Sniped by 12 seconds. Dang. GG's to both. Yeah, he's missing the lifties. He's going back into Forest of all places. Maybe just to recheck the map. Yeah, we don't have... Oh. Those Marblins. When I played this as a child, I only knew Marblins from Link's Awakening. So... These guys are huge, and I didn't recognize them as Marblins when I played this. Last time. They were just like... those dudes who are super annoying.
Ooh, Alex missing the one cycle.
But having the reaction time... I'm actually still not comfortable with, like, being on the edge right there. Literally speaking. Okay, that's the big charge attack.
I thought he was just one stab off in one cycle.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Sometimes sometimes it just can't do it. Like sometimes the rhythm is just off. But I mean, we are like over 3.5 hours in, so that's going to mess with your head or your execution at some point.
I believe it's to the beat of "Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your game on, go play." But I could be wrong.
Come on, let's try just once, and everyone just send him your energy so he can remember where the thing is that he's missing. Maybe checking the map in eyes. Here. Just confirm that he full cleared all the dungeons. Unfortunately, that does not work with a dungeon that doesn't have a map. Again, as Kaza does. Which he really needs to go back to. Master Alex actually in the pig fight here. That's the first phase down, or was the second?
That's second phase.
That's second phase already, okay.
It also stuck me and finished 17th place, 336.31.
Get your GGs ready for Master Alex. Pulling through to the end in this horrible seed. Deserves credit on its own. George, what have you done?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there it is.
It's one of these nights again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of these mornings for me.
Mornings, yeah.
To all my fellow NA friends that happen to be watching this, sorry you woke up for this.
I mean, it was quite enjoyable to watch.
Still in the freestanding.
It's one of these. It's one of these seats where the viewers win and not the runners.
Yeah. I mean, that's actually true for most of the seeds, right? Yeah, Tom is really tilted right now, I feel. He's confused. He doesn't know. I did that once with Richard.
Oh,
I think I actually did that.
I am so. Oh my god.
What's
it's Chaos's first weekly.
I am so sorry.
And you know what made them forfeit? They didn't find the bow in Shadow Temple.
The first weekly is probably the least enjoyable of all, but it's a start. Like my first weekly was a train wreck as well. I think it was.
I think it's Alex in here for an interview too.
Hey Alex, how's it going?
GG.
Jeez.
Yeah,
So what do you think?
I think chickens is stupid.
Yes. Thank you so much for supporting my case.
So yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
that's about it.
Oh no, Tom's going back to out.
Yeah, Thomas having a rough time. Tom forgot one check in Forest Trial, the one
Oh,
which
strength
had
too?
strength. Yeah.
Oops.
So
Well,
Last strength's in the
that's
bottom of
big
the well.
since strength 3 is in the well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah. I felt good for the first 20 minutes, the first
Yeah.
adult section, and then child felt like a long, sluggish, inefficient, backwalking.
Oh yeah, you were the
all
only one in
checks.
Restream to go adult first.
Oh
And
really?
everyone,
Okay.
like all the other 3 runners went for going child and actually got the. Was it the? What did Talon have again? Something important, right?
Kokiri sword.
The Kokiri sword, yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't make it in time. I derped the time of day going from child 1 to London, so I couldn't make. Oh, and I also moted, so I couldn't make it in time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to backlog twice to Kokiri Forest, or actually 3 times, 4 times, I don't remember. With Saria's
A
song
bunch
later.
of times, yeah.
Yeah, that was very inefficient. But I feel like adult one was okay. Since you
Yeah,
could,
it was like you
come
got
back,
your,
yeah,
you got your automatic
everything.
bow, you could do DC on your first go. It was pretty good.
Yeah. But I guess the downside is you don't get Bolero on your. Wait, where was Bolero?
True, Bolero was on Sarius.
Sarius,
track,
wasn't
right?
it? Yeah, so you could get Sarius and then
Yeah,
at
like
least you could double dip instead of
yeah,
triple
like
dip.
doing child songs first was definitely the play here, especially with where the bomb bag and the Kokiri sword were, and like all of the everything was just in range, up for grabs.
Yeah.
So the first few, like the first 20 to 30 minutes were pretty quick in terms of finding things, and like you could also you had all the tools to actually beat 2 medallion dungeons.
Yeah.
But then it like really slowed down.
Yeah, I was heavily bottlenecked by that hook shot. So
Yeah,
it's funny of all the way of the heroes is pointing towards Shadow for your first.
Yeah.
That's
It's kind of obvious, but kind of not. Also,
yeah.
Tom was unfortunately had to dip Shadow 3 times.
Oh really? 3
The
times?
first time without hookshot, so he couldn't get the bow. Then all you got was
Yep.
the scale and fire arrows. The
Yep.
second time, because he needed the bow, so he came back for the bow and then bailed.
Then the third
And
time.
the third time, because he was still searching for the strength.
Oh.
So like half of Shadow was actually not required even.
Yeah, it's only up to the bow, and then the rest was nothing.
Yeah. Also, all the bows were locked by the first bow. All the strengths were locked by the first strength. Like you actually could only grab the strength upgrades in a certain order. And also the second hookshot was in bottom of the well, so that was hard locked by hookshot as well. Like
Same goes for the rang. It had to be locked by the bow for it to
yeah,
make sense in
the
logic.
rang
So-
also be locked by.
But unfortunately, when I was done with when I had the bow, everything I had done was like, oh, it's almost all bow checks except for fire, I guess.
Yeah.
So that was a bit disappointing, but yeah. So I went for efficiency, or not efficiency, but check density, like the well, strength 3 obviously after that. But yeah, I had a sneaking suspicion people would get letter and rank back to back going to G based on finish times. So, but I tried to not meta from that.
So yeah, this was a very rough seed.
Not so bad if you do chickens, I think. If you have chickens, I mean, if you have hookshot early, at least you can like, well, like do what I did, which was probably stupid. Beep skip and go to ice, trying to get storms, but
Yeah, ice was completely pointless. Like all of the side dungeons except for Ganon's Castle were completely pointless. Like Weller didn't have anything,
yeah, GTG had nothing.
GTG had nothing, and ice also didn't have anything.
Yeah. I felt at the point that did Meep skip, it was okay, but since I was missing, I mean, rang and strengths and bow, the letter could just be available somewhere, but yeah.
Yeah, also shoutouts
it was a
to
gamble.
the scales, like both of the scales being hard required, like logically required at least, for,
Oh, yeah, for
that letter.
Yeah. And they were locked behind iron boots as well. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
Way of the Hero, Iron Boots, and River. And I think that was even the only item in River. And then you have a Stone, Foolish, Water with Serenade on OT. Like,
Yeah.
What are these for? Like, you know what these are for, right?
Did anyone ever go into fire?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I think yeah, Tom did fire, and so did Riley.
Was it hammerlocked or could they
Yes.
progress?
The first check was an item, so we were hard
Okay.
hammerlocked
So it's not so
immediately.
bad then. And by the time
Yeah,
you
but
get
like
hammer,
if you still go in with the hammer, you're going to full kill the thing. And unfortunately, after for Riley, he went and did like fire and well back to back, which wasted a lot of time.
looking
Like
for
there was looking.
rank.
I
or-
think he actually forfeited in the end. He was still searching for Rang and Ruto's letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there was some bait potential here, and there was a lot of places that were actually empty, which would have otherwise been very good plays like GTG and well.
Mhm.
That's just rough.
Yeah, I was thinking about dipping into fire, but I was gonna do chickens and skulls first, and then fire was my next play because I was running out of checks. I think that was my last possible one, except Lake, Adult Lake, I guess.
Yeah, Adult Lake was like it was actually a decent location at some point, but it was really hard to reach.
Yeah, with Serenade on OoT, it's like always a bit iffy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that hookshot. I mean, it was a gamble skipping chicken, so it's my own fault.
I don't think it's a gamble. It's a gamble skipping chickens. It's a gamble to do chickens, but at least early on, like you had no reason to route it in actually because well was not available, like at all basically. When did you actually do it? I mean, we had Sun Song. You could do the nighttime skulls and keg, and then just play the song. And
Yeah, that was the plan when I did it. But it was really late.
it's really hard to do this early.
Yeah. Didn't have too much left in logic at that point. So.
At this point, Tom has no clue what he missed. He's literally going around and rechecking everything.
Oh. Did Reese remember see all the sometimes hints? I think I only found 3 of them.
That's a good question.
Saw GTG, the toilet check,
Yeah, toilet
Bottom
was
of the world.
lucky was a hint.
Dead Hand, and Sheik at the temple with Minuet.
I actually don't remember all of them.
I believe one of them was saying that the Composer Grave Torches was
Was the Zork? Yeah, and the last one was
Oh,
left hand on
Colossus.
Colossus is dead.
Okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna jump out and get some food, but thanks for the restream. This was
No problem.
succeed.
for running. Blame George.
Thank you so much.
Hashtag blame.
Yep,
Joe.
blame me for the scene.
Also,
Yeah.
Mr. MacCrypt, thanks for the rating with a party of 6,
Yeah.
and also for
For
finishing.
finishing 4th place, GG's.
Yeah.
But we're about to
Yeah.
wrap it up, I think.
Yep. We are wrapping it up here. We're gonna actually be sending you all over to the last run to Tom here, last runner here. As is protocol, when we only have one racer left on the weekly stream. So yeah, that is a seed once again. Sorry everyone, but that tends to happen when I roll the seed. That tends to happen. But yeah, we'll be sending you all over to Tom's house, finishing up the seed. And before we go here, there's a couple of things I do want to say. So if you're interested in more OTR and stuff, we do have another season 4 tournament bracket match coming up later this evening, I believe at 9 p.m. European time, which is in about 2 hours. I believe it's on main ZeldaSpeedRuns. We have Saudi Sponge versus PC Necro. So
Well, that's going to be a good one.
yeah, that is going to be a really good match, so don't miss that match. It's going to be, as I said, 9 p.m. Central European time or 3 p.m. Eastern time, so don't miss that.
It'll be a really good match until George rolls the seed.
Yeah. I do want to say, I did say sponsored by ZSR Bad Seat in the standard announcement chat before I rolled this, so. Can we get a ZSR Bad Seat in the chat? I'll start. Can we get a bunch of ZSR Bad Seats in the chat, please? Thank you. Oh my. But yeah, thank you to everyone making this restream possible. Thank you to all of our runners, compounds, obviously also Riley and Owen. When now off screen, they have Riley has forfeited early, and Owen has actually finished first of the stream. And Master Alex. And thank you so much to Daredevil, Matt, and Madbug Adam for helping us through the seat and sitting here for almost 4 hours. Well, more than 4 hours technically if you include the pre-setup. And also Crimson A.
I need to go back.
Also to Crimson A providing. Oh, sorry. I can barely hear you. Second.
I need to go back to bed.
Yeah, I think we all deserve
I'm gonna grab some dinner after this, definitely.
Yep. Also, thank you to Crimson A for providing a little bit of back commentary at this time. And also, of course, to our trackers, Yong Yong, Twiska, Axani, and Kha'Zix. Well, it's been a slight disaster today, but
The trackers definitely had a hard time today.
Yep. Trackers had a little bit of a hard time today. Unfortunately, the runners comment is inaccurate now since it only shows 2 runners now. But if you want to follow them, you can always just go on the race and just follow Riley and everyone from there. I'll post the link to that there now. But yeah, with that being said, I'll start the race here. It's been a scene and a half.
Yeah. I mean, that's how long it was.
I mean, Tom
I will say this
anti-race because he's not sure if he finished it or not.
Is he redoing it? Oh god.
Yeah, he's
Oh my.
yeah,
Well,
I guess, bye-bye everyone. Thanks for watching.
Yep.
Thank you for watching.
Yep. Catch you again.
Next time.
Hey!